to open up this 6-game set that will now be played over the course of 5 days. IronPigs coming in with a grand record of 13-14 in the second half, 48-54 overall, while Buffalo, they are 14-13 overall, or in the second half, and 49-53 overall in the year. This game today postponed or delayed by 20 minutes thanks to impending shower that thankfully skirted around the ballpark, but you could feel the pressure and the temperature drop, the wind whipping up. So I don't blame anybody for potentially thinking that it was going to downpour here shortly. But thankfully that has avoided us now, and the IronPigs and Bisons will get underway here briefly. Before they do get to the action, let's get to the starting lineups now, brought to you by PSECU. PSECU, where members achieve more. For the Bisons, managed by Casey Candale, it'll be Rudy Martin Jr. to lead things off. He's going to be the center fielder. Daz Cameron in right field hits second. Jesus Sanchez on a Good Shepherd rehab assignment for Buffalo. He is in left field. Sanchez rehabbing a sprained ankle down from the Toronto Blue Jays. His rehab brought to you by Good Shepherd Rehabilitation Network, the exclusive sponsor of Major League Rehab appearances at Coca-Cola Park. Nationally recognized experts in physical rehab, Good Shepherd gets you or your loved one back in the game, back to work, and back to everyday life following injury, illness, or surgery. For more, visit homerunrehab.org. The rest of the lineup for the Bisons will be Charles McAdoo at second, Sean Keys at third, Willie McIver to catch, Eloy Jimenez at first base, William Simonite the DH, and Josh Rivera the shortstop, with Lazaro Estrada on the mound. Colby Allard and the rest of the Pigs have just taken the field, so we'll go ahead, step aside for the national anthem, and when we come back, it'll be time for first pitch. IronPigs and the Bisons finally ready to start this series. First pitch is after this break here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Your home for IronPigs baseball is WEEX Easton, WODE HD2 Easton, and W234AX Allentown, a Cumulus media station. You're listening to IronPigs baseball on the IronPigs Radio Network.
And Fergus swings. It's a high drive deep center. Brennan going back to the track at the wall. Cade Fergus, he wins it. It's Fergalicious.
IronPigs baseball is brought to you by Air Products, B-Bar, Capital Blue Cross, Coca-Cola, Cyan Sky Copiers.
Castro swings and unloads. Deep down the line. It's gone. Game tying back-to-back homers for the IronPigs.
Eastern Lift Truck Company, Good Shepherd Rehabilitation, Hilton Garden Inn, and Staybridge Suites.
Petricone swings and blasts it. Deep right center. He's staring. He's watching. It's gone. A 3-run no-doubter for Gabriel Cones.
Leader of the pack, Lehigh Valley Health Network, NJM Insurance, Richmore Florists.
3-2. Sanger swings, drives in the air towards left. It's followed fast. Reyes looks like and into a slide. Did he pick it? He did. Sliding catch, Felix Reyes. Goes back.
Riverview Country Club, Robertson Insurance, Service Electric, Salem Health Network, TD Bank, Morning Call, and WFMZ 69 News.
The 3-2 pitch. Anthony swings. It's a line drive deep right. Taylor Cruz back to the track. It's off the wall. Coming to score on T1. Wilson behind it. And Cade Anthony wins it.
Let's go live to the Cyan Sky broadcast booth with the voice of the IronPigs, Sam Jelnick.
On a currently overcast night here at Coca-Cola Park in Allentown, Pennsylvania, it is time for Lehigh Valley IronPigs baseball. Hi everybody, Sam Jelnick with you here from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth as the IronPigs are back home at Coca-Cola Park for the first time in a long time. Last time the Pigs were at home, it was prior to the All-Star break. The date, it was July the 12th. We are here over 2 weeks later now on July the 29th as the IronPigs played their first game back at Coca-Cola Park out of the All-Star break. They just wrapped up a 3-6 road trip out in the Midwest, taking on Indianapolis and Omaha, splitting the series in Indy after getting swept by the Storm Chasers. Colby Allard takes the ball for the Pigs here today, so he will try to pitch them to victory after throwing 6 innings of 1-run baseball last week in Indianapolis. Colby with the Pigs, an 0-2 record, 6.92 ERA. On the season, though, he is 2-2 with a 5.40 ERA. That includes his time with the Columbus Clippers. Allard, 6'1", 195-pound lefty. He gets the ball for the IronPigs, and defensively, this is how they will line up Behind him, it's Felix Reyes in left field, Christian Cairo in center, Tommy Pham is in right, Otto Kemp's at third base, Dylan Moore the shortstop, Robert Moore his double play partner at second base, Keaton Anthony at first base, and Paul McIntosh will catch for Colby Allard. Buffalo will have Rudy Martin Jr., Daz Cameron, and Jesus Sanchez due up here in the first as the Iron Pigs, the start of Music Fest later this week, play as the Festers here on Wednesday night. Festers jersey is red with the Music Fest logo and theme this year on the back of the jersey. Festers across the front. And Buffalo, the leadoff base runner. Moore had a lot to contend with there as Martin got blown up on the inside corner. The barrel of the bat goes flying out towards Moore, actually at second base. So he had to try to pick the ball out of the splinters of the bat that were flying out towards him. By the time he kind of reacted and came in on the baseball, Martin with good speed from the left side of the box, able to beat it out at first. So Martin's at first, as Cameron hits, he swings the first pitch, it's a ground ball to third. To his left, Kemp has it, goes to second, one more the turn to first. In time, 5-4-3 double play. And just like that, there's two away here in the top of the first. So the baseball gods give it, they take it away for Buffalo. 2 outs on 3 pitches here for Allard in the top of the first. Brings up Jesus Sanchez on a Good Shepherd rehab assignment for Buffalo. Sanchez placed on the 10-day IL by the Blue Jays on June the 27th. Left-handed hitter takes a first pitch strike from Allard right down the middle. Colby, 6'1", 195-pound lefty, will have a mostly 4-pitch but sometimes a 5-pitch mix. 0-1. Sanchez with a bouncing ball towards first, out of the reach of Anthony on the backhand side, and into right to base hit. So second hit of the inning for Buffalo. Sanchez bounces it through the right side. And there's a man at first with 2 outs for Charles McAdoo. Allard, 34% four-seam fastball, 24% cutter, 19% changeup, 13% curveball, and 10% sinker. Righties will see more of the fastball, changeup, cutter. Lefties will see more of the fastball, sinker, curveball. First pitch on its way to Charles McAdoo is a slow curveball that misses. We mentioned his last time out, Allard, very good against Indianapolis. Gave up just 1 run on 4 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. The early traffic today against him was a pretty far cry from what he had to face last week. Takes the pitch down and in, McAdoo does, it's ball 2. Allard retired the first 11 hitters he saw in Indianapolis before conceding his first hit. Has hit Sanchez at first here, 2-0. Spins change up inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs, top of the first. 2 hits here in the first for Buffalo. Double play in between them. Has 2 outs in the inning. Sanchez at first and McAdoo hitting .255, 12 homers, 43 RBIs in the season at the plate. 2-1 fastball, bum rushes him on the outside corner. It's 2-2. Iron Pigs, along with the Festers jerseys today, wear their America 250 caps, which have the same motifs as the Music Fest aura and look this year. 2-2. Breaking ball down and in, almost hits McAdoo on the foot. Nice block by McIntosh. And it's a full count. Sanchez will have a free jump over at first. 2 outs, top of the first on an overcast Wednesday evening. Mentioned the 20-minute rain delay. Temperature at the moment sits at 72. Feels a little colder than that thanks to some wind. 3-2. Fastball is down and in. It's ball 4. And technically now, 3 of the first 4 have reached against Allard here in the top of the first. First and second, 2 outs for Sean Keys, a Bucknell alum, who the Iron Pigs did not see earlier this year. Began with AA New Hampshire, blitzed through the Blue Jays system this year, though. First pitch fastball is in for a strike. Keys playing at third base here today. Is at .263 with Buffalo, 7 homers. He's driven in 21. 0-1. Cutter is outside. A ball to strike. Keys went to high school in New York, Greenlawn, New York, Harbor Fields High School, born in Huntington, New York. But he went to college not too far away from here, down in Lewisburg, Bucknell. 1-1 pitch, Fastball just a little bit below the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Bucknell, same conference, Patriot League as local teams Lehigh and Lafayette. Keys, a 4th-round pick for the Blue Jays just 2 years ago. Open stance from the left side, the 2-1. It's fouled back, up and into the sweets. Two and 2 on Sean Keys. 2 on, 2 out. After getting the first 2 outs of the game on just 3 pitches for Allard, about to throw his 16th pitch here at the top of the first. Infield to the pull side, the 2-2, swing and a miss. Gets Keys swinging at a fastball outside. First strikeout of the day for Allard, sits down Keys and strands to a board here in the top of the first. We go bottom 1, it's the Bisons, nothing in the IronPigs. Coming to bat here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
From the Phillipsburg Easton Honda Studios, this is Fox Sports Radio. Clinton Acura and Phillipsburg Easton Honda, 2 trusted names. Go 5-star customer service.
Crank the AC, flip the pillow, still can't cool down? There's a better way. Right now at Ashley's Summer Savings Event, shop cooling mattresses starting at just $6.99. Waking up with aches and pains? Get Ashley Sleep Adjustable Bases, now $300 off. Plus, you can snooze now and pay later with no interest for 5 full years when you shop in store. Only at Ashley's Summer Savings Event, going on now. Shop more summer deals in store and at ashley.com.
We're celebrating 25 years of covering Lehigh Valley sports. Brought to you by Lincoln Tech. Build the skills to start your career. Visit lincolntech.edu. Moments like Parkland, Liberty, Central Catholic, Wilson, Southern Lehigh, and Northwestern Lehigh winning state football championships, covering the biggest moments in Lehigh Valley sports for 25 years. This is Fox Sports Radio, 94.7 FM and 12:30 AM in Easton.
You're listening to IronPigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. On Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 AM, and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Bottom of the first, it's the Buffalo Bisons, nothing, and the IronPigs coming to bat against Lazaro Estrada, making the start today for Buffalo. The Bisons, not to say that they were happy about the postponement yesterday, but it does allow them to reshuffle their rotation a little bit. Estrada will start today. They had been planning on a bit of a bullpen game yesterday, which would have been opened by Pat Gallagher. Instead, Estrada starts here today, and here's the starting lineup for the IronPigs, brought to you by PSECU. PSECU, remembers, achieve more. It'll be Cairo, Reyes, and Anthony. The top 3, then Pham, Kemp, and Moore. Keep Boone, McIntosh, and Robert Moore, the bottom 3. Estrada first base side of the rubber, the righty fires home. The fastball at 92 is right down the middle for strike 1. Cairo playing center field as he has just a little bit more of late. Started a couple games out there in Indy. Hitting .244, 3 homers, he's driven in 31. 0-1, Cairo tries to check his swing, appeal to first, he wins. Cairo unable to hold the swing back, and I don't like what I'm seeing after he checked that swing there. He is really flexing out his left hand here. As, man, the way he's flexing that out, I have a bad feeling about this. Gets back into the box after his time out here. That's never a good sign, especially after a check swing. The wrist, hamate area. Estrada, 0-2. Breaking ball is down and away. Cairo's as tough as they come. Guy who is playing his 100th game of the season here today. For reference, we are playing game number 103 of the year. So Cairo's only missed 3 games this year for the IronPigs. It's not a guy who comes out of the lineup willingly. 1-2. Tries to check the swing again, and it's a called strike 3. Right there at the knees. Very uncomfortable at bat by Christian. I'd keep an eye on whether or not he comes back out for the top of the 2nd inning. So he's down on strikes. 1 away here in the bottom of the 1st. Estrada getting the ball for Buffalo, making his 10th appearance, 3rd start after a good spell up at the big league level with Toronto. First pitch home to Felix Reyes. Whacks a hard ground ball to short. Rivera off to the side, able to glove it. Throw to first. Get Reyes. There's 2 away here in the 1st. Estrada 3-0 with a 3 ERA for Buffalo. 21 innings, 20 strikeouts, 7 walks. He's given up 14 hits. 2 outs, nobody on for Keaton Anthony. Quick first so far for Estrada. Just 5 pitches. 2 outs, nobody on for Keaton. Anthony hitting 278, 5 homers. He's driven in 26. First pitch fastball right down the chute. No balls and a strike. Strata, pretty simple arsenal. 50% fastball, 30% slider, and then just about 10% each splitter and curveball. Right on right with Anthony. Estrada's 0-1. Misses outside. A ball and a strike. Defensively for Buffalo, it's actually Daz Cameron. Wait, who is in left? Who's in right? I thought Sanchez was lefty. Never mind. Jesus Sanchez is in left field. Rudy Martin Jr. in center. Daz Cameron in right. Estrada the winds. 1-1. Anthony swings and blitzes it out towards right center field pretty deep. Martin tracing back. Center fielder's got it lined up, though. Just onto the warning track. He makes the catch. Anthony hits it well, but not well enough. He is retired. And the Pigs are 2 here in the first. They're down in order. We go to the second, scoreless here on the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
The scoreboard. Our hopes and dreams rest on the outcome. But it doesn't show the sacrifice it takes to win or the pain of accepting defeat. Because the real score isn't about points. It's about how many times you come back from impossible odds. Here for all the moments that matter. The name trusted for over 80 years and accepted by top doctors and specialists. Capital Blue Cross. Live fearless.
Why does it always say paper jam when there's no paper jam?
Hi there.
Who are you and why are you in our office space?
I'm Sai, your friendly copier helper guy. There you go. You're all set.
Whoa, Sai, that was awesome.
Thanks. Better service is on the horizon with Science Sky copiers.
Science Sky Service. They hit it out of the park. If you need help with your office copiers and printers, call Science Sky today or find them at scienceskycopiers.com.
Hi, IronPigs fans. I'm Linda Gordy. I work with Human Resources and Air Products. I live in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, and I'm proud to support MDA.
Air Products. Working here, living here, giving.
Hi, IronPigs fans. I'm Nick Mitica. I work in hydrogen energy systems and air products. I live in Zionsville, and I'm proud to support community bike clubs.
Air Products. Working here, living here, giving.
You're listening to the Iron Pigs Radio Network.
Top of the second inning, Iron Pigs and the Bisons, scoreless after an inning of play. Sam Jelling with you here from the Science Sky broadcast booth. Colby Allard back to work. Willie McIver leads it off for the Bisons. Right-handed hitter takes a slow curveball from Allard that misses up and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Our home plate umpire today, calling balls and strikes, is Robert Ginther III. Tom Fornarola at first, and Steven Rios is over at third base. Was supposed to be a 4-man crew this week. Pitch to McIver is swatted high in the air, deep to left. Reyes is back to the track at the wall. It's gone. Solo homer, Willie McIver. It's his 4th of the season. He continues to have a great year against the Iron Pigs in particular. So he goes deep and gets the scoring started here. It's 1-0 Buffalo here in the top of the second on a McIver solo homer. So McIver goes deep. Allard has had a little bit of trouble with the long ball this year. It's the 6th homer he's given up on the year. Most of those have come with the Iron Pigs. That's now the 4th homer he's given up as a member of the Iron Pigs pitching staff compared to his time with Columbus. First pitch to Eloy Jimenez. This is just outside. 1 ball, no strikes. McIver, by the way, came into the day against the Iron Pigs. 8 games this year against the Pigs. He is 16 for 34. Pitch is fouled away by Jimenez. 1 ball, 1 strike. That is 471, 500, 794 slash line. With that, his 2nd homer and his 14th RBI of the year. Jimenez fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That is now 14 of the 35 RBIs this year for Willie McIver against the Iron Pigs. 1-2 on Eloy Jimenez. Pigs did not see him earlier this year. Jimenez picked up by the Blue Jays Right-handed hitter, wide open stand. Say Allard the pitch home, and Jimenez pop fly down the right field side. It's going to fall inside the chalk and go all the way towards the sidewall. Jimenez on his way around first. Pham will gather it, throw it into second, but it's late. Stand-up double for Eloy Jimenez, just off the hands inside the line. And a tough start here to the second inning for Allard, the homer. Nothing you can do about that. Jimenez, the two-base hit, though. Jam shot. His fifth double. Puts a runner out at second base, and William Simonite will hit. Simonite hitting .250. He's got 4 homers, and he's driven in 24. First pitch, Allard just a little bit down low. Cutter. Early on, Allard hasn't been missing by much, but the bottom rail of the strike zone has been eluding him just barely. 1-0 pitch. Changeup is there at the knees. It's a ball and a strike. For Allard, a guy who's going to sit 88 to 90 miles an hour, and it's all about precision. He's got to hit his spots, because when he misses, bad things happen. Lefty side of the chest, look back to second, 1-1, fouled back. 1-2 on Will Simonite. Simonite hitting .250. 4 homers, he's driven in 24. Allard with Phillies high Red Sox. Just about to come set when Simonite calls time. Allard will step off the mound, regroup. Jimenez leads from second base. The 1-2. Simonite fouls it off the plate. Trying to scoop a curveball that was down low. Still 1-2 on William Simonite. Jimenez after the double, leads from second base. Robert Moore keeps an eye on him. The pitch home. Simonite off the end of the bat. Grounds it back to the backstop. Still overcast skies here in Allentown. Clouds are starting to roll out a little bit, but we may have missed the sunshine here today with the lights already turning on. 1-2 again. Simonite a pop-up. Foul ground first base side, and that'll escape out of play. Should be better weather the rest of the week. For now, 72 degrees though. A little bit on the cooler side, which I never thought I'd be saying on July 29th. Allard ready again. 7th pitch, the AB here, and Simonite a pop fly off the end of the bat. Shallow left center, long run. Cairo racing in, makes the catch. Nice play by Christian. Gets it in quick to the cutoff man. Jimenez has to stay at second base. That's also a good sign. Cairo still in the game in the outfield, but I do see under his glove on his left hand, he's got a pretty good wrapping of his wrist. Looks like it's wrapped around the wrist up towards the thumb. He's all got that all wrapped up now. So whatever he's dealing with, he feels like he can stay in the game, which that's just Christian Cairo for you. Dude's a gamer. First pitch to Josh Rivera. Fastball on the outer half for strike one. Can't say enough good things about what Cairo does, who he is as a player, the way he operates, the way he just is in the clubhouse, with teammates, with fans. 0-1, Rivera chases the changeup, swings and misses. It's 0-2. Rivera hitting .216. He's got 10 homers and driven in 36 as the primary shortstop this year for Buffalo. 1 out, Jimenez at second base, the 0-2. Joe called strike 3. Changeup at the knees. A very deliberate call by Robert Ginther, but Allard gets it. Second strikeout for Allard. 2 away in the second. 2 straight outs after the Jimenez double and the McIver solo homer that began the inning. 1-0 Bisons, top of the second. Already have 4 hits off of Colby Allard today. One of those belongs to the man of the plate, Rudy Martin. Takes a fastball just up and in on him. The Pigs were supposed to see Martin when they opened with Omaha out of the All-Star break, but he was claimed off waivers by the Blue Jays and assigned to Buffalo as the IronPigs dugout here barking out at Robert Ginther. And he tells them to either cut it out or that the challenge that I think McIntosh wanted to initiate there was called off. It's a weird something. 1-0 on Martin. Pitch home. Off the hands, fouls it off. Anyways, Martin was DFA'd by Kansas City, claimed off waivers by the Blue Jays, and signed with the Bisons on July the 23rd. He was DFA'd just at the time that the Iron Pigs were in Omaha. Playing just his third game with Buffalo. He was 1 for his first 6. Left-handed hitter, 1-1. Off the hand, sprays it foul again. 1-2. And even though Allard's given up 4 hits so far, he really is sticking to his game plan, and I think executing it pretty well along the typical parameters that Allard wants to execute. And before the 1-2, time is called. Jimenez at second base, 2 outs, top of the second inning. Martin a slightly open stance. McIntosh sets up down and away. The 1-2 hits the spot just off the plate. Allard white cleats, toes the first base side of the rubber. Wind coming in from left center. Lefty settles up. The 2-2. Just outside again. 89 just off the plate. Allard has walked 1. That was McAdoo in the first. He's got Daz Cameron on deck. The 3-2. Martin swings and clubs it high in the air, deep down the right field side, and it's hooking foul. Had more than enough home run distance, but just a little out in front. Ends up cutting the line out in Chickies and Pete's. So Jimenez back to second base. That's an impressive swing by Martin, because that was a fastball that was in off the plate. Given how Allard had been peppering him away the entire at-bat, I'm surprised he was able to turn that around. 3-2 again. Curveball is outside. It's ball 4. Second walk allowed by Allard. 2 on, 2 out for the second straight inning. It brings up Daz Cameron, rounded into a 5-4-3 double play on the very first pitch he saw last inning. And now time called by Paul McIntosh, going to go to the mound, talk things over with Allard. Jandal Farms is a proud sponsor of Iron Pigs Baseball. Spanning 5 decades, the Jandal Turkey has remained the gold standard for dependable quality, flavor, and value. Find Jandal Turkey products at your local grocer today. First mound visit used by the Pigs. A lot of traffic early here for Colby, giving up 4 hits, 2 walks. Right now, only 1 run, though. Trying to keep it that way against Cameron. Open stance from the right side. First pitch on the way. Cutter just in off the plate. Cameron playing just his 9th game with Buffalo. 9 for his first 27, 2 doubles, a triple, a homer. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Got him chasing a changeup outside. Cameron signed a minor league free agent deal with Toronto on July the 8th. Had been playing in Korea in the KBO for the Doosan Bears. Hit 287 over there. Good mark, 9 homers and 43 RBIs. Pitch home is popped up behind the plate and back into the seats. 1-2. Allard to the back of the mound, toys the rosin bag, bats it up and down, playing hacky sack with his hands. Now back to the rubber. Cameron awaits. 2 on, 2 out. The 1-2. Fastball upstairs. Cameron won't climb the ladder. 2-2. Jesus Sanchez on deck. Allard feet close together at the ready. The 2-2. Slow curveball starts outside. Can't get back to the edge, and it's a second straight full count. Head jumps for everybody on base. Jimenez from second, Martin from first. 1-0 Buffalo in the top of the second. The 3-2, runners go. Cameron off the end of the bat, a cue ball to the on-deck hitter. Will stay 3-2. Allard about to throw his 46th pitch of the game already. Jimenez, who has been stuck out at second base for about 10 minutes now, after he doubled with nobody out in the inning. Still there 3 hitters later. Now on the 3-2, he runs. The pitch home to Cameron. Popped in the air down the right field side, slicing away from Pham on the run. He's got it sized up. He makes the catch. Still in fair territory, just in front of the sidewall to retire Cameron and end the inning. Bisons, though, on the board first on the McIver solo homer. We go to the last of the second. It's 1-0 Bisons here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Summer is heating up, and so are the deals. Right now, Ashley discover summer steals with show-stopping pieces for every room in your home, starting at just $3.99, and for a limited time, pay no interest for 5 free years. That's this 7-piece power reclining sectional with shades, now only $67 a month. Upgrade every room, elevate every moment, only at Ashley's summer savings event going on now. Shop more summer deals in store or at ashley.com.
Call 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955. 800-608-0955.
You're listening to Iron Pigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. On Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 AM, and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Bottom of the second inning, Iron Pigs down 1-0, thanks to a solo homer by Bison's catcher Willie McIver. Tommy Pham leads it off here in the second against Lazaro Estrada. Estrada 1-2-3 first, back out for the second. Spins home a first pitch fastball. It's just a little bit down low. Pham, Kemp, and Moore due up here in the second. Pham coming off of a very weird series and a very weird road trip through Omaha and Indianapolis. 1-0 pitch. Fastballs on the outside black. A ball and strike. Pham now hitting .203 across AAA this season. 4 homers, driven in 16. .344 on base percentage, which we'll key in on that for just a moment here. Estrada's 1-1. Pham takes down and away. 2 balls and a strike. This past road trip for Pham, he only had 1 hit in Indianapolis. But that didn't stop him from having a phenomenal road trip. He was 7 for 27 in total, just a .259 average with 13 walks. 2-1, swings and misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That is an insane walk rate for such a small sample size, especially during a time when the Iron Pigs weren't really scoring all that many runs over that 9-game set. 2-2 from Estrada. This is outside. It's a full count. Pham walked 11 times in Indianapolis for a .538 on base percentage. His 11 walks, the most by any hitter last week in the International League. He leads off here in the bottom of the second with a full count. The 3-2, swing and a miss. Slider got it by him. Pham strikes out, and that's the first out here at the bottom of the second. One out, nobody on for Otto Kemp. Otto hitting .231. He's got 12 homers and driven in 38. Taps the plate both sides. All natural grain bat. Rests it on the back shoulder. Now raises it up as Estrada winds and deals. First pitch slider. Tags the outside corner. No balls and strike. Estrada, his last time out was July the 25th. Against Rochester, he threw with 3 innings, gave up just 1 run, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. Kemp swings through the 0-1, quickly in a 2-strike hole. Defensively for the Bisons today, it's Jesus Sanchez in left field, Rudy Martin in center, Daz Cameron in right. Sean Keyes at third, Josh Rivera at shortstop, Charles McAdoo at second base, Eloy Jimenez at first, and Willie McIver catches. 0-2 on the way to Otto Kemp. Otto off the end of the battle line, drive foul down the left field side. Just a little bit too far out in front of that slider. Hooks across the chalk, foul ball, and it'll stay at 0-2. Estrada looking for back-to-back strikeouts to begin the bottom of the second. He's gone 4 up and 4 down. Is 0-2 again. Fastball misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sanchez plays especially deep in left, which contrasts pretty sharply with Martin in center field, who's pretty shallow out there. Cameron likewise not all too deep in right. 0-2, or 1-2 rather, Kemp fouls it off. One nothing Buffalo. Bomb the second inning. Pigs looking for their first base runner. Estrada's 1-2. Down the dirt. Picked by McIver. Kemp not interested. 2-2. Two and two on Kemp. Otto takes a moment. Back into the box. Estrada stretches his arms out over his head. Settles the hands back at the belt. Turns and deals the 2-2. Fastball just down and away. McIver is about to throw it around the horn, thinking gotten a called strike 3, and instead is going to challenge this. And looking at StatCast, it's actually missed by a mile. And upon review on the scoreboard, it tells us as much. So the Bisons burn their first challenge of the day here as it missed by over 2 inches. It's one of the bigger misses that you'll see from a catcher trying to challenge. Full count on Otto Kemp. Second straight full count here to begin the bottom of the second inning. Catcher sets up in. Estrada's 3-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and Kemp's going to challenge this. He was already walking towards first. He's certain that's off the plate. Looking at StatCast, yeah, that was outside by a mile. Upon review, call in the field is overturned. Pretty strong cheers from the crowd here as they see how much this missed by. That missed off the plate by a full ball and a half, and the IronPigs dugout is giving it to Robert Ginther here. Ginther telling the Pigs dugout, you can't be barking at me after it's overturned. If the call is overturned, then the challenge got it right. You can't be reminding me that I got it wrong. The Pigs dugout doesn't seem to really care. I think the Pigs are more concerned with the fact that they felt like Ginther has missed too many calls already in their eyes. First pitch breaking ball to Dylan Moore misses just down and in. Which it is an interesting conundrum to think about between a team and an umpire now with the challenge system installed, is even if an umpire is missing calls and they're getting overturned, as a team, 1-0 pitch, Dylan swings, pops it up. Back at first, Jimenez calls off the second baseman, McAdoo, but he nearly still gets run over. Jimenez makes the catch as McAdoo basically face guarding him by the end of it. So Moore retired, and that's the second out here in the second. Brings up Carter Keyboom, the DH. But you think about it as a team, would you rather have to continuously and consistently challenge an umpire who's getting calls wrong? You know, are you still happy that by challenging you get them right, or would you just rather the umpire get it right in the first place? I think that's what the Pigs are getting on Ginther about here. Kemp still at first, 2 outs, Pigs down a run. First pitch to Carter Keyboom is in for strike. One nothing Buffalo. Bottom of the second. Kemp at first, 2 outs. Carter Keyboom hits the 0-1. Fastball inside corner. Hits 0-2. Carter hitting now 278, 6 homers, driven in 36, a 757 OPS. Estrada's set on the first base side. The belt, the runner goes. Key Boom fouls it off. Otto looked like he'd been kind of itching earlier in the at-bat. That 0-1 pitch he actually started and stopped. Still 0-2 on Carter Keyboom. Outfield straight away. Infield a step to the pull side. Estrada from the belt. Kemp stays put. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Slider outside corner. Keyboom comes up empty. And so too do the Pigs here in the second. Leave a man aboard. On to the third. It's 1-0 Buffalo here on the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company affiliates Columbus, Ohio.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. Take the afternoon off. Binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Whatever you do, do it with a Coors Light. Young cold refreshment. Made to chill. 2020 Coors Brand Cola. Sign responsibly.
And time for score update brought to you by Asheville. Philadelphia Phillies fall to Miami Marlins today 8-6. Super gets spin for Miami. Golden takes the loss for Philadelphia. In the International League, top of the fifth inning, Western Norfolk tied at 2. Indianapolis 2, Louisville nothing in the bottom of the fourth. Top of the second inning, Columbus leads Toledo 7-0. Top of one, nothing yet between Charlotte and Nashville. Delayed start over in Jacksonville, Florida, between Jacksonville and Memphis. Game 2 of a doubleheader coming up between Durham and Gwinnett. Game 1 with the way of the Gwinnett Stripers 7-3. St. Paul beat Omaha 4-3. Scranton Wilkes-Barre over Iowa 4-3. And Syracuse and Rochester close the over 3-2 at Rams and Meta tomorrow. As we enter into the top of the third inning, our Pigs trailing Buffalo Bisons by a score of 1-0. Let's go back out to the Science Sky broadcast booth. Here's Sam Gelman.
Thank you, Connor. Like you said, go to the top of the third. Iron Pigs trailing by a run. Colby Allard has only given up that one run, despite 6 base runners early here. Solo homer by Willie McIver, leading off second, putting Buffalo on top. It's been a season series this year between the Pigs and the Bisons that still has 12 games to go now. Pigs will make one more trip up north to Buffalo. They will go there at the end of August. It'll be August the 18th through the 23rd. Last time they see Buffalo this year. First time in a couple years they've had a 24-game season series against the Bisons. Jesus Sanchez leads things off. The rehabber for Buffalo takes the first pitch fastball a little bit high. Sanchez singles first time up by Anthony at first. First AB of his rehab for Sanchez with Buffalo. 1-0, it's on the inside corner. A ball and strike. He did get a couple of rehab games in down at the FCL level. July the 23rd, FCL Blue Jays started out down there. 1-1, just inside. 2 balls and a strike. Sanchez traded from the Marlins this past offseason to Toronto. Played in 73 games for the Jays. 2-1 pitch. Line drive the other way, and that's into left for a base hit. Simple, clean piece of hitting for Sanchez. Reyes will get it on in from left. Second of the day for Sanchez, and another base runner for Colby Allard to contend with here. It is the 3rd straight inning that Buffalo has gotten the leadoff man aboard now to begin the game. Remember last week on Saturday night, the Pigs against Indianapolis saw Indy get a leadoff man on every single turn at bat. Pigs are kind of used to this. Batter's Charles McAdoo, right-handed hitter, hunches over the plate. And the first pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. McAdoo playing second base here today, primarily a first and third baseman by trade. Infield at double play depth. Allard, the southpaw, comes home. Change up, a little up in the zone, but it's called strike. 0-2. McAdoo got to make his major league debut earlier this year. That was actually just after the Iron Pigs had seen Buffalo. It was May the 29th. Actually homered in his debut against the Baltimore Orioles. top 30 prospect in the Blue Jays system. 0-2. Just in off the plate, and McIntosh is going to challenge this on McAdoo. Who is the superior Mac? And it's Paul. Call on the field is overturned. McIntosh overrules McAdoo. Call on the field is overturned. Pigs retain the challenge. They are now 2 for 2 challenging today. Third strikeout of the game for Colby, and the first out here in the third inning. McAdoo down on 3 pitches. Doesn't take the bat off of his shoulder. Runner at first, 1 out for Sean Keys. Struck out his first time. First pitch home, hits a bouncer over to first. On the hop, Anthony has it. Throws to second for 1. More return to first in time. 3-6-3 double play. Keaton Anthony spins it. And the Pigs face the minimum here in the third. Good 0 put up by Colby Allard. We go bottom 3. It's still 1-0 Buffalo here in the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Regal Insurance is your one-stop insurance shop on William Penn Highway in Easton. For over 80 years, Regal Insurance is the trusted local insurance agency that puts their customers first. For auto, home, life, and small business insurance, Regal is the name to trust.
Hi, this is Jim Riggle of Regal Insurance. We've been a part of your community since 1936. Call us for a free quote at 610-258-7216. Visit RegalINS.com. Regal Insurance. Real people, real coverage.
Drink the AC, flip the pillow, still can't cool down? There's a better way. Right now at Ashley's Summer Savings Event, shop cool mattresses starting at just $6.99. Waking up with aches and pains? Get Ashley Sleep Adjustable Bases, now $300 off. Plus, you can snooze now and pay later with no interest for 5 full years when you shop in-store. Only at Ashley's Summer Savings Event, going on now. Shop more summer deals in-store and at ashley.com.
It's Lehigh Valley's only nightly sports talk show. The Happy Hour, weekdays at 4 on Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m. in Easton, and streaming at ovfoxsports.com. We cover Lehigh Valley and the national sports scene with great guests, ranking, polls, and more. Missed any part of the show? Listen to the podcast. Just search Happy Hour Allentown on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Go to the podcast section at ovfoxsports.com and download the Happy Hour podcast daily.
You're listening to Iron Pigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. On Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m. and streaming at LVFoxSports.com.
Bottom of the third, Iron Pigs down 1-0 early. 8-9-1. 2 up for the Pigs against Lazaro Estrada. So far, so good for Estrada. 2 innings of work, 3 strikeouts, only 1 walk. Paul McIntosh leads things off for the Pigs. Paul catching yet again here. First pitch, fastball on the outside corner. Say called strike. This is the 5th consecutive game that McIntosh has now caught for the Iron Pigs, which going back in recent history for the Pigs is probably the first time they've had a catcher catch 5 straight games in a long time. 0-1, McIntosh fouls it off. Paul has been thrust into this role thanks to Peyton Henry being brought up by the Phillies last week in Indy. Left only McIntosh and Lou Albrecht as the active catchers on the roster. Pigs have gotten reinforcements though this week as they added Jordan Disson to the roster, and Peyton Henry has now been optioned. Pitch home, 0-2, called strike 3. Outside corner, McIntosh going to challenge this. Took a moment for Ginther to make the call, but Paul wants to take another look at this. Be the 3rd challenge already for the Pigs, and upon review, Paul gets another one right. Call on the field overturn, and I'm curious to see what the Iron Pigs dugout reaction is this time now. Ginther's kind of looking right at them there, looking to see if the Pigs dugout does give him any more chirping. Doesn't seem like it. 1-2 now on McIntosh. At bat continues. Estrada's pitch. Swing and a miss. Baseball gods give it. They take it away, and McIntosh still nonetheless down on strikes. 1 away to begin the third. Estrada, his 4th strikeout of the game. Brings up Robert Moore. Switch hitter batting left-handed. Only non-righty in the lineup for the Iron Pigs tonight. Hitting .233. Infield to the pull side. First pitch home. Humongous rip. Comes up empty. No balls and strike. Moore with 10 homers. He's driven in 35. Martin and Cameron out in center and right. Play more to pull here. Sanchez is actually a couple steps towards the left field corner. 0-1. Moore swings and misses. It's 0-2, which leaves a humongous gap, not just out in left center, but the almost entirety of left field. And this is just the eye test in my own memory here. I don't remember the last time I saw Robert Moore hit a ball out to left. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and away. Moore down on 3 pitches. It's the 3rd straight strikeout for Lazaro Estrada, and he gets 5 punch-outs his first time through the order now. 2 outs, nobody on. Back to the top of the order, and Christian Cairo. Cairo struck out looking his first time up. Thankfully, he feels good enough after kind of flinching at his wrist his first time, trying to check his swing. Swings the first pitch here. It's a cue ball over to second base. McAdoo to his left, stays down on it. Throws to first, in stride to get Cairo. And the Pigs down quickly here in the 3rd. We go to the 4th. It's still 1-0 Buffalo here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
At Papa John's, we start with better. No, seriously, every original crust pizza starts with our signature dough that's always fresh, never frozen, hand-tossed, and made with 6 simple ingredients. And now our dough can save you dough when you order from the Papa Pairings menu. Pair a medium one-topping pizza with 1 or more of your Papa Pairings favorites for just $6.99 each. How about that for better? Order now on the app, only at Papa John's.
There is no better place to get your exclusive portraits than digital photographic imaging. An award-winning studio located at 1321 North 13th Street in Allentown. Studio, outdoor, and on-location seating options are available. Check them out on the web at allentownphotography.com or give them a call at 4268-1082. Whether it's high school senior portraits, prom or reunion, banquet or cremation, digital photographic imaging will be able to capture moments for a lifetime. Digital photographic imaging, the official photographer of the Lehigh Valley IronPigs.
Hi, IronPigs fans. I'm Linda Gordy. I work in human resources and air products. I live in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, and I'm proud to support MDA.
Air Products. Working here, living here, giving.
Hi, IronPigs fans. I'm Nick Minica. I work in hydrogen energy systems at Air Products. I live in Zionsville, and I'm proud to support community bike parks.
Air Products. Working here, living here, giving.
You're listening to the Iron Pigs Radio Network.
We go to the top of the 4th. It's still the Buffalo Bisons 1 and the Iron Pigs nothing. It's time for the Wrap 4th inning, brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local tri-state Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Iron Pigs. Very special Wrap 4th inning here as we welcome into the booth the one, the only from Service Electric. It is Mikey V. Ventola. Mikey, how you doing?
Doing well, my friend. Good to be back here with you, and obviously here to support the Festers night, of course, with all of us at Service Electric Network. Just a fun night.
First pitch on the way from Allard to Willie McIver, misses up high, 1 ball and no strikes. The start of a very special week. Do you feel prepared?
I'm as prepared as one could be, my friend. It is going to be exhausting, but in a good way.
Pitch to McIver, swats another high drive, deep left field. Reyes on the run, back to the track, at the wall. William McIver's gone deep again. It's 2-0 Buffalo as William McIver single-handedly beating the Iron Pigs here. What has been a phenomenal single season for McIver against the Pigs. He didn't come in hitting nearly over 400 against the Pigs already, just adding to it.
I mean, that swing was perfect. I mean, and as you know, having been here enough now, to hit a ball out to the berm out
Left
there,
center.
left center, it's tough. That's a hit.
105 off the bat, 405 out to left center as Jimenez fouls off the first pitch from Allard. No balls and a strike. Well, that's not music to our ears, but thankfully we have a lot of music from Music Fest to bring to our ears. Is there anybody you're looking forward to, especially this year?
You know, obviously for us,
Pitch home to Jimenez. He swats one high and deep out towards right center. Cairo on the run to the track at the wall, reaches out and crashes into the fence. Can't bring in the baseball. It'll be picked up by Pham as it caroms back out to center field. And Jimenez in at second with his second double of the day.
Balls flying off the bat here tonight. Obviously, for us, I mean, the Music Fest is in a lot of ways our Super Bowl. So for us, obviously, the main stage on the south side, certainly some big-time acts. I did not personally get any tickets for any shows, but if I would have loved to have seen Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie.
Just to cross off the bucket list, you know?
Exactly.
Man at second base, nobody out. The batter is Will Simonite. Pops the first pitch out of play.
But, you know, Sam, and obviously you, Kurt, you and the entire team in partnership with us at Service Electric Network, the uniforms look awesome.
They do look really nice.
They are really sharp, and obviously the Festers theme and the partnership we do, and obviously with Arts Quest, it's so much fun because not only with Music Fest being such a high visited time for many in the Lehigh Valley, but just even for the IronPigs players that's sporting these uniforms. It's great to see, and the hats look great. I know the uniforms are being auctioned off tonight, and the hats are part of the 250 collection. So they're going late end of the season. So, which is, if I were a Pig fan here tonight, I would be doing everything I can to get my hands on one of those uniforms.
0-2. Simonite, a slow roller to the left side. 3 hops more, charging in from shortstop, has it, throws the run to first. In time to get Simonite. Jimenez has to stay out at second base. And there's one away here in the fourth. Still 2-0 Buffalo on Willie McIver's second solo homer. Yeah, no, the look this year especially, it's always so cool how Arts Quest and, you know, obviously you guys at Service and us are able to come together to create a look that captures what the year is about. Because every year at Music Fest there's a different flavor, there's something going on in the air. And this year with America 250, it's all blended together really well. First pitch to Josh Rivera, hit in the air, left center field deep again. Cairo racing back to the track, reaches up, makes the catch. Back to second, Jimenez. He's going to stay put, though, the second out of the inning. I'm starting to think, when I saw Cairo go back there, the flag in center started kicking pretty good.
I was just about to ask you because, I mean, obviously, having seen enough baseball here over the years, when that wind is blowing out as it is, and I don't want to take nothing away from these Bisons players. They're making good swings. That ball is really carrying here tonight. So, and it's not like Colby Allard's pitching. I mean, he's hanging in there. He's given up 7 hits, only 2 runs, but for some reason, these Bisons hitters are just making good swings.
It's kind of the name of the game for Allard. Got to walk the tightrope sometimes. He misses in the dirt to Rudy Martin, back to the top of the order here. 1 ball, no strike. So when does coverage begin for you guys?
Tomorrow evening. So tomorrow night's our preview night. Cassie Schmidt and Mike Mittman will have things covered starting at 5 o'clock over at Music Fest, kind of to take us through preview night, but then really starting Friday is when it starts to really get going.
Bouncer back to the mound. It squirts by Allard. Moore can't pick it on the bare hand either at short, and Martin will be safe at first base. Over to third goes Jimenez, Martin aboard. It'll be runners at the corners and 2 outs. That just kind of crawled up and threw Allard.
I was about to ask you, from my vantage point as you and I are cheating now, looking at the replay courtesy of SCN. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
just right by him.
Just right by him. I thought there was like some top spin to it at first glance, but
that's actually the second time now in a month that's happened to Allard. There was a ball back to the mound against Rochester at the beginning of the month that he was unable to come down with. First pitch home to Daz Cameron. Can't hold back on a swing as he goes around, but Martin steals second base uncontested here to put 2 in scoring position with 2 outs. And he was unable to glove it on the mound, ended up leading to a huge inning for the Red Wings, kind of let it get to him. So making sure that, you know, keeps the lid on the pot here, especially 2 on, 2 out. The pitch home, Cameron with a weak fly ball, shallow right. Out goes Robert Moore. He's under it. He makes the catch. Second baseman puts it away, and the inning is over. So, Mikey V, an eventful top of the 4th inning for you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for everything Service does with Music Fest. And, well, here's to a good fest for you.
Appreciate it, Sam. Thank you and everyone at the IronPigs. And have a good rest of your broadcast, my friend.
Thank you. We go bottom 4. It's 2-0 Buffalo here on the Pigs Radio Network.
Easton Honda Studios. This is Fox Sports Radio. Clinton Ackerman and Phillipsburg. Easton Honda, 2 trusted names, 1 goal, 5-star customer service.
Summer is heating up, and so are the deals. Right now at Ashley, discover summer steals. With show-stopping pieces for every room in your home, starting at just $3.99. And for a limited time, pay no
to be back with my U.S. Women's National Team players.
I know the U.S. Men's National Team has changed how I think about myself, how I think about being an American, how I think about being on a team.
It's 1 year out from that World Cup, and we're going to talk about the bright days prospects in U.S. soccer. You ready?
The U.S. Soccer Podcast, presented by Henkel. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
We're celebrating 25 years of covering Lehigh Valley sports. Brought to you by Lincoln Tech. Build the skills to start your career. Visit lincolntech.edu. Moments like Pedro Martinez, Bryce Harper, and other big league stars playing games at Coca-Cola Park for the IronPigs. Covering the biggest moments in Lehigh Valley sports for 25 years. This is Fox Sports Radio, 94.7 FM and 12:30 AM in Easton.
Your home for Iron Pigs baseball is WEEX Easton, WODE HD2 Easton, and W234AX Allentown, a Cumulus media station.
Go to the last, the fourth inning. Rams Along brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Pigs. It's now 2-0 Buffalo as the Fighting Willie McIvers beating the IronPigs here. First pitch to Felix Reyes. Swings through a Lazaro Estrada breaking ball, 0-1. Estrada, I don't know if they planned for him to go 4 innings, but he's only thrown now 37 pitches while striking out 5 and has not allowed a hit yet. 0-1. This is outside with a slide piece, a ball and strike. One pitch, swing and a miss. Reyes chases down away, a ball, 2 strikes. It was a bit of a down road trip for Felix. He ended up going 7 for 36, just 1 homer, the 9-game road trip. 1-2. Oh, called strike 3. Fastball at the knees outside corner. Very delayed call by Ginther again, and Felix is going to challenge this. Remember, the Pigs have already gone 3 for 3 challenging. If they go 4 for 4, this place might lose its top, and they do. And again, looking at the IronPigs dugout here to see if they're going to keep on getting on Ginther. Yes, the Pigs keep on challenging and getting it right, but they still probably feel like, why do we have to keep on challenging? So 2-2 on Felix instead of the 6th strikeout for Estrada. The 2-2. Reyes late on the fastball, grounds it foul. Pigs offense, it was a concerning 9-game road trip out of the break. Lost 3 games 2-1, won 1 game 3-1. It's not like the offense is very present there. Series finale, they did win 9-8 as both Sundays proved to be offensive slugfests. 2-2. Reyes fouls it back. Good pass that time. Try another 2-2 to Felix Reyes. 7th pitch of the AB coming here. Down the dirt. Full count on Felix to begin the bottom of the 4th. Bisons getting what would have been their starter for yesterday's game, Pat Gallagher, loose out in the bullpen. Estrada now at 43 pitches. The righty winds and deals the payoff. Felix with a high fly ball. Shallow left. In comes Sanchez, camping under it steadily towards his left. Makes the catch. It's 1 away here to begin the bottom of the 4th. Estrada, his last time out, threw 41 pitches, and his season high with the Bisons is 48. So he spent better part of the first 2 months of the season with Toronto. It's at 44 pitches right now. So you think probably about 50 pitches, what he's looking at. One out and nobody on for Keaton Anthony. First pitch, he swings and misses. No balls and strike. Although Estrada made his Blue Jays season debut on April 4th against the Chicago White Sox with 4 shutout innings, he was put on the IL the very next day and then transferred to the 60-day at the end of May. 0-1, breaking ball in the dirt. Peel to first on Anthony's check swing. He laid off. Made 5 rehab outings between Dunedin and the Bisons. Activated by Toronto on June 20th, pitching against the Cubs that very same day, then optioned 3 days after. 1-1. Anthony hits it in the air center field again. It'll chase Martin back a step or two. Camps under it, makes the catch, and Keaton flies out to center field for a second time today. 7 in a row retired by Estrada. And now Anthony's trying to say that Martin actually dropped that baseball out in center field. First base umpire Tom Fornarola said, no, that was on the transfer. I didn't actually see it myself, him losing that on the transfer, what happened there. Yeah, Martin caught it and then went to, no, he just threw it up into the stands. He thought that was the final out of the inning. So I'm not sure what Keaton was trying to get out there. First pitch to Tommy Pham. This is outside. A ball, no strikes. I don't think that you can reach base after the outs is recorded and the ball thrown out of play with nobody on base. I think Keaton might have just been a little bit confused as to what in the world Martin was doing. 1-0. This is up and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Those kinds of videos that don't make the rounds that they used to, the blooper reels. Remember the one, I think it was Larry Walker at Dodger Stadium, giving the ball to the kid in the crowd when there were still 2 outs in the inning, and then stealing it back and throwing it to the plate. 2-0 pitch. Pham checks his swing. Pitch is outside, appeal to first. He held up. Tommy, king of the IL in walks last week with 11 of them. Had a full count his first time up, ended up striking out. Pigs still without a hit here in the bottom of the 4th. Down 2-0. 3-0. It's a called strike. 3-1 on Tommy Pham. Outfield plays him a couple steps the other way here. Estrada, first base side. Righty kicks, delivers. Pham with a chopper, back of third. Backing up on it, Keys gloves in the third hop. Long throw to first is on target and in time to get Pham, and the inning is over. Pigs down in order again. We're on to the 5th. It's 2-0 Buffalo here on the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
B. Braun Medical has been part of the Lehigh Valley community for more than 40 years. The life-sustaining products we manufacture right here in Allentown are used to treat millions of patients in hospitals throughout the United States every year. At B. Braun, we're committed to protecting and improving the health of people in the Lehigh Valley and across the country. We're proud to be a founding partner of the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Visit us today at bbraunusa.com.
The scoreboard. Our hopes and dreams rest on the outcome, but it doesn't show the sacrifice it takes to win, or the pain of accepting defeat. Because the real score isn't about points. It's about how many times you come back from impossible odds. Here for all the moments that matter. The name trusted for over 80 years and accepted by top doctors and specialists. Capital Blue Cross. Live fearless.
Have a home run of a summer right here at home. Because in Pennsylvania, a real getaway is never far away. Get back to nature in the Pennsylvania wilds where you can experience some of the darkest skies in the Northeast. Make a splash as you float down a scenic river with your crew, or hike your way through Pennsylvania's 124 state parks. Unplug this summer and unwind your way in Pennsylvania. Find your great next American getaway at visitpa.com.
You're listening to the Iron Pigs Radio Network.
Top of the 5th, Iron Pigs still trailing the Buffalo Bisons 2-0 as a little bit of a drizzle has started at Coca-Cola Park. Sam Jelinek with you here from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. Allard back to work against Jesus Sanchez, who has 2 of the 8 hits today against the Iron Pigs. First pitch cutter. This is just off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Allard, through 4 innings of work, has given up 8 hits plus a pair of walks. 1-0. Sanchez swings out of his shoes. Fastball up high, comes up empty. A ball and a strike. So the rain falling now, which is about an hour later than we had actually expected it. So we had a 20-minute delay prior to first pitch as we waited out some impending showers. 1-1 off the hands, hard grounder to first on the hop. Kemp has it going to his left. Third baseman gloves, throws to first. In time to get Sanchez, and he is retired for the first time today. Falls to 2 for 3. 1 out, nobody on for Charles McAdoo. McAdoo walked in the first, struck out looking in the third. Allard with 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 8 hits, 10 base runners, but has only given up runs on Willie McIver's solo homers. First pitch misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. McAdoo walked in the first, struck out his last time up. Right-handed hitter from a closed stance. 1-0, shoots it out of play. 1 ball and a strike. Reminder, tomorrow's action, now a 5:05 first pitch doubleheader. 5:05 for game 1, and then game 2 will be approximately 40 minutes after the conclusion of game 1. 1-1, McAdoo lines it foul to the backs. One and 2 on Charles McAdoo. Allard hands over his head. The lefty cranks and fires. McAdoo a line drive right center field. I'll find some grass up the alley. It goes for a hit. Cairo knocks it down on a bobble, picks it up, fires it back in. McAdoo a big turn will hold up at first with a 1-out single. Cairo did the hard part getting there in time. Ball just kind of climbed up his glove, hit him heel. Able to stick with it though, hold McAdoo just a base hit. Now 9 hits against Colby. Runner at first, Sean Keys grounded into a double play his last time. First pitch, cutter is outside. 9 hits by Allard, a new season high. Career high is 11. That was back down when he was at the single A level. Throw over to first, and McAdoo just gets back. Allard has something very closely bordering on a balk move on the mound. It's a left-handed pitcher. He really holds really tight to that 45-degree line, that angle. And as a lefty, you're not supposed to cross. If you're going to throw over to first, another throw over, McAdoo dives back. Two 2-0 Buffalo. Game 1 of the series. We'll play games 2 and 3 tomorrow, and then regularly scheduled action Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 1-0, up and in. 2-0 on Sean Keys. Infield plays him to the pull side. McAdoo leads from first. Anthony holds him on. 2-0, way out in front. Allard gets a swing and a miss. One out, top of the 5th. Allard comes home. McAdoo's running on the pitch. A broken bat roller up the first base side. Anthony will field in front of the bag to step on first, retire Keys. McAdoo was on a delayed steal on that pitch, so he gets into second base easily. Second out, 5th. Brings up Willie McIver. He's gone deep twice. Driven in both runs for Buffalo. Pigs got to be careful here. For Allard, it's not so much, okay, what do you need to do to get Allard out, as much as it is, you know, he's made 2 mistakes to McIver so far, and they've been punished. First pitch out, McIver hits another high drive, deep right center. Cairo back to the track, at the wall. It's off the top of the fence. Coming in to score is McAdoo, and now they're going to say it's a homer. I thought that came off the top of the wall, and they're going to say that it was out of here. McIver has gone deep for a 3rd time off of Colby Allard. The first base umpire, Tom Fornarola, says that that hit above the yellow line out in right center field, above the 18-foot high wall, where there's a railing on top of it. And looking at the replay, I think he might have gotten it right. Looking at the replay, yeah, that baseball's out of here. And it's the Willie McIver show. McIver has gone deep for a third time. He's driven in all 4 runs now for Buffalo, and it's 4-0 here in the top of the 5th. Unbelievable performance in 3 innings by Willie McIver. It's now 10 hits allowed by Allard, 4 runs. Now for Buffalo, it's just another mistake pitch. First pitch to Eloy Jimenez, golfs it high in the air, shallow right center. Cairo coming in, waving everybody off. Center fielder under it, he makes the catch, and the inning over. But Willie McIver does it again. Goes deep for a 3rd time to make it 4-0. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 4-0 Buffalo here on the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Crank the AC, flip the pillow, still can't cool down? There's a better way. Right now at Ashley's summer savings event, shop cool mattresses starting at just $6.99. Waking up with aches and pains? Get Ashley sleep adjustable bases, now $300 off. Plus, you can snooze now and pay later with no interest for 5 whole years when you shop in store. Only at Ashley's summer savings event going on now. Shop more summer deals in store and at ashley.com.
And time for scoreboard update brought to you by Ashley. Philadelphia Phillies fell to Miami Marlins earlier today, 8-6. Super with the win for the Marlins. Poland takes a loss for Philadelphia. In the International League, it is the middle of the 7th inning where Worcester lead Norfolk 6-2. Louisville over Indianapolis 4-2 in the top of the 6th. Bottom 4 Columbus 8 Toledo 0. Top of the 3rd, Charlotte Nashville knotted up at 2 apiece. Game 2 of the doubleheader just underway between Gwinnett and Durham, with the Gwinnett Strikers taking game 1 7-3. St. Paul defeats Omaha 4-3. Scranton Wilkes-Barre over Iowa 4-3. Syracuse and Rochester postponed due to rain, as is Jacksonville and Memphis. As we enter into the bottom of the 5th inning, Lehigh Valley IronPigs currently trail the Buffalo Bisons by a score of 4-0. Let's go back out to the Science Sky broadcast booth. Here's Sam Jelinek.
Thank you, Connor. Halfway home, IronPigs down 4-0. Bisons, on the strength of 3 homers from Willie McIver, lead this 4-0. He's hit 3 homers. He's driven in all 4 runs. And the Bisons, with a 4-0 lead, come here into the bottom of the 5th. And will make a pitching change, as it will now be Pat Gallagher to relieve Lazaro Estrada on this Lehigh Valley chimney visiting pitching change. Lehigh Valley chimney keeping the Valley safe, 1 chimney at a time. So Gallagher, who was originally supposed to start yesterday's game, that got postponed, so he gets pushed back to the bullpen. Instead, Lazaro Estrada starts and throws 4 no-hit innings today for the Bisons. First pitch from Gallagher is a curveball down the dirt to Otto Kemp. 4 shutout innings for Lazaro Estrada, allows just 1 base runner, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Gallagher from the stretch, hands together just above the belt, 1-0. Change up down low, 2 balls, no strikes. Estrada only needed 52 pitches to go 4 no-hit innings today. 2-0 on Kemp, takes a called strike. Otto, the only base runner so far for the IronPigs, walked back in the 2nd inning, as Estrada finished his day by retiring the final 8. 2-1 pitch. Fastball right there, inside corner. And Kemp is actually going to challenge this. Maybe he thinks it was high. No, maybe he thinks it was low. And upon review, call on the field is confirmed here on the Pigs. After winning their first 4 challenges, finally lose 1. So they'll only have 1 more challenge the rest of the way here, and it's 2-2 on Otto Kemp to begin at the bottom of the 4th. Or bottom of the 5th, should say. 4-0 Buffalo. Gallagher, right-handed pitcher, set above the belt, kicks the knee, fires home, fastball is inside. Otto still just 1 hit-by-pitch away from resetting his own single-season franchise record, which he set just last year. Currently sitting at 19 hit-by-pitches this year. 3-2. Foul tip held on to by McIver. Kemp down on strikes. 1 away here to begin the bottom of the 5th. 1 out, nobody on for Dylan Moore. Gallagher, right-handed pitcher, making his 22nd appearance of the season for the Bisons. 20th out of the bullpen, 6 feet tall, 196-pound righty. First pitch to Dylan Moore, fastball misses inside on him. Gallagher, 11th round pick of the Blue Jays in 2022 out of UConn. Four-seam fastball, changeup, and curveball. 1-0 pitch. Fastball up and in. 2 balls and a strike. Gallagher, 31 in the third innings for the Bisons, has 45 strikeouts, given up 14 walks and 37 hits. And before the 2-0, time is called, and Moore steps out of the box. Dylan hitting 286, 2-0 pitch. Gets under it, high fly ball, shallow center. Martin didn't see it at first, now comes racing in, calls everybody off, and the center fielder makes the catch. It's more than enough speed to make up for the delayed start as he lost it up in the twilight. 2 away in the 5th. 10 in a row retired by Buffalo pitching. IronPigs thankfully won't be losing a series opener for a 3rd straight time, 2-1. They might be looking at another low-scoring defeat. Right now down 4-zip here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch to Carter Keyboom, takes a rip, fouls it back up to the sweets. Keyboom struck out his first time up. Rain continues to fall here on Wednesday night. Looks like Colby Allard's day is going to be done. Lou Trevino is warming out in the IronPigs bullpen. 0-1, this is down low. A ball and a strike. Trevino on a Major League rehab assignment, coming back from some thoracic spasms. Seems like he'll get his first rehab appearance when we go to the top of the 6th. Pigs down 4-0 here in the last of the 5th. 1-1 on its way. Gallagher pops the mitts, but misses outside. Two-one coming. Keyboom, a hard ground ball over to third, just under the glove of Keys and into left. It's probably going to be an error as Keyboom safely aboard at first as that ball skitters into left. Was not hit all that hard by Keyboom. It's off the end of the bat. Keys just ranging to his left. Stabbed at it and missed. Only thing you can say about it. It's an E5 on Sean Keys, and the Pigs still in search of their first hit of the day here. Runner at first, 2 outs. Paul McIntosh struck out his first time up. Pigs down 4-0. First pitch from Gallagher is outside. Gallagher high leg kick. Fires home. McIntosh fouls it off the plate. One. McIntosh, a weak topper up the third base side. It's going to be a foul ball. Four nothing Buffalo here in the bottom of the 5th. Pigs still without a hit. Keyboom at first after the 2-out error. The 1-2. McIntosh, a worm burner out to shortstop. Rivera stays down in it, gloves, flips to second to force out Keyboom, and the side retired here in the 5th. Pigs get a base runner on an error, but leave a man aboard or on to the 6th. It's 4-0 Buffalo here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Lehigh Valley Health Network is now proudly part of Jefferson Health. And when 2 healthcare leaders come together for the community, you can expect more. More access. More doctors. Jefferson Health and Lehigh Valley Health Network. Together for the future of care.
Riverview Country Club is set along the scenic Delaware River corridor, just 2 miles north of Easton and Forks Township. Riverview's 18-hole championship golf course has established itself as one of the area's premier public golf facilities. Riverview offers 5 sets of tees for golfers of all levels to enjoy this course, complete with bent grass landing areas and bluegrass fairways. Its consistent great course conditions and beautiful panoramic views make Riverview a must-play course. Plus, Riverview Country Club has a pro shop that is well stocked with the latest golf equipment and apparel to keep you looking sharp and on top of your game. Riverview Country Club also boasts the Villa on the Green, a beautiful banquet facility that is the perfect place to host your next corporate meeting or event. For more information on the course, season passes, to book an event, or book your tee time, call 610-559-9700. That's 610-559-9700. Or visit them at riverviewcountryclub.com. That's riverviewcountryclub.com. Come see what makes Riverview Country Club the premier facility in the area.
You're listening to the Iron Pigs Radio Network.
Top of the 6th, Iron Pigs trail the Buffalo Bisons still 4-0 in a pitching change for the Pigs as Lou Trevino III takes over for Colby Allard as the Pigs go to the bullpen. And Trevino makes his first Good Shepherd rehab appearance here. Good Shepherd, the exclusive sponsor of Major League Rehab appearances at Coca-Cola Park. So Lou back down with the Pigs for the first time in a little bit. Had been up on the Phillies roster as he had his contract selected by the Phillies at the end of June. Made 3 appearances for the Phillies before going on the IL after the July 6th outing that he made against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch on the way to William Simonite, hits a bouncer back of third. Kemp gloves, throws a one-hopper over to first, and Anthony able to pick easily for the first down on 1 pitch here to begin the top of the 6th. Rain is falling pretty steadily now here at the ballpark. It's not really bothering anybody as it's not heavy enough to cause a scene or make an impact, but they will at least throw the tarps out on the mounds in the bullpens. 1 out and the base is empty. Josh Rivera, the 9-hole hitter, as Trevino fires home, and the pitch is in for a strike. Rivera is 0 for 2 today. He struck out in the 2nd and flied out in the 4th. Blue is coming back from right side thoracic spasms, 0-1, foul to the backstop, 0-2. Something that he said he's always kind of dealt with at least once a season. Sometimes he can mitigate some of the effects. Sometimes he can pitch through it. This year, decided to try to pitch through it a little bit more and ultimately spilt over to a point where he couldn't be on the field anymore. So he goes on the IL, had been rehabbing down in Clearwater, and now back up north to get back into game action. 0-2, sweepers outside. A ball, 2 strikes. Lou in his time with the IronPigs have just been simply fantastic this year. He's had 2 stints with the Pigs. First time came to an end when the Orioles picked him up. Rivera fouls the pitch back. Second time came back, and then just a couple weeks later, Phillies brought him up to the active roster. A special occasion for Lou. Hometown kid, grew up outside of Quakertown. 1-2, swing and a miss. Blew the fastball by him. Trevino with a strikeout. There's 2 away in the 6th. Lou taking over for Colby Allard, who's unfortunately on the hook for the loss. Colby just beaten by Willie McIver here tonight, who was homered 3 times off of it. Allard gave up 4 runs, all on McIver homers, 10 hits, 5 innings, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Top of the order now, it's Rudy Martin. He's been on base 3 times. He takes down low. 4-0, Buffalo leads here in Game 1 of the series on Wednesday night. Base is empty for Martin. Left-handed hitter, Trevino the stretch. Martin shows bunt, takes a fastball down and in. For Trevino, getting back up for the Phillies this time around was even more special for him because this time his son had been born. Lou Trevino IV, which saw Lou add Trevino III onto his nameplate for the first time. 2-0, Martin fouls it off the plate. Lou has always bitten Lou Trevino III, but he always just went by Lou Trevino, kept the third, for official paperwork and whatnot, didn't wear it on his jersey. But he said once his son was born, the special moment of getting to wear Trevino III on his back, knowing that a Trevino the fourth existed in the world was special. 2-1 is grounded back at first. Anthony will glove, go to the bag himself to retire Martin. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Lou Trevino III here on his first rehab appearance. We go to the bottom of the sixth. It's 4-0 Buffalo here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Summer's heating up, and so are the deals. Right now at Ashley, discover summer's deals with show-driven pieces for every room in your home, starting at just $3.99. And for a limited time, pay no interest for 5 full years. That's this 7-piece power reclining sectional with shades, now only $67 a month. Upgrade every room, elevate every moment. Only at Ashley's summer savings event going on now. Shop more summer deals in store or at ashley.com.
You're listening to Iron Pigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America, on Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m., and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Bottom of the sixth, Iron Pigs still being no hit here. The Buffalo Bisons is 4-0 Buffalo. Lazaro Estrada with 4 no-hit frames. First pitch on its way to Robert Moore from Pat Gallagher. It's on the inside corner with a changeup. No balls and a strike. Estrada first 4 no-hit innings. Gallagher a hitless 5th. Back out here for the 6th. Switch hitter Moore bats left-handed against the righty Gallagher. 0-1 home. Moore pops it up. Down the third base side towards the Iron Pigs dugout. Keys giving it a chase, but it's into the first row. Oh, 0-2 on Robert Moore. Struck out his first time up. 2-strike pitch. Change up, it's down and away. A ball, 2 strikes. Moore had a good start to the road trip, homering from both sides of the plate in the series finale against Omaha. The first time Iron Pigs hitter has done that in a game, multi-homer game. It's a switch hitter. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Out in front of a changeup. Down on strikes, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. But after that, Moore ended up finishing the trip 3 for 24. It is now 3 for his last 26. Well, now nobody on for Christian Cairo. Cairo likewise a pretty silent road trip. Just 2 for 24 out of the break. So for 2 today, strikeout and a ground out. First pitch coming home, misses inside. Four nothing Bisons. Bomb the 6th, 1-0. Misses down and away. Ball 2. Rain falling a bit harder and steadier compared to what we saw earlier in the game, but those who have taken cover have stayed there, and those who elected not to take cover in the first place, well, they're not budging now. Not the kind of people to admit defeat. 2-0 is down and away. 3 balls, no strikes. Gotta wonder what that line of demarcation is. When you're sitting in the rain, when you're finally, okay, this is enough. Because once you're wet, you're wet. 3-0 pitch. Cairo taking all the way. It's a called strike. Grant Holman is loosening in the Pigs bullpen. He's going to come on for the 7th. Cairo wipes off his bat in between his pant legs, and before the 3-1, calls time, steps out here. And Cairo saying, what is he trying to say here to Robert Ginther? Is he telling him that Gallagher didn't give him eye contact? Is Cairo saying he can't see? Well, whatever it is, Cairo is back into the box now. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Cairo checks his swing, fastball inside, appeal to first. They say he did not go. It's ball 4. Christian Cairo picks up another, inching closer 1 by 1. Walk by walk to the single season Iron Pigs record. 76th walk of the year for Christian, 4 away from tying Gabriel Rincones Jr. Brings up Felix Reyes. Cairo good-sized lead at first, infield double play depth. Pigs down 4, bottom of the 6th. 1 out, Gallagher slide step home, spins a changeup on the outside corner for strike 1. Throw over to first, and Cairo gets back. Sent by Gallagher. Strike 1 coming. Reyes pop fly, shallow right, long run. Cameron towards the line, makes the catch. And Cairo, did he think it was going to drop or that there was 2 outs? He's all the way at third. Cameron just throws back to first and doubles him off. And that'll do it for the Pigs here in the 6th. I don't know if Cairo thought that was going to drop, if there was only 2 outs, or what it was, but the Pigs run themselves out of the 6th on the pop fly to shallow right. Cairo doubled off at first, 9-3, and we go to the 7th. Bison's got a no-hitter through 6. It's 4-0 Buffalo here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand, North America.
Lehigh Valley Health Network is now proudly part of Jefferson Health. And when 2 healthcare leaders come together for the community, you can expect more. More locations, more clinical trials, more breakthrough treatments. Jefferson Health and Lehigh Valley Health Network. Together for the future of care.
When Iron Pigs fans need to care for their dogs, they know they can turn to Leader of the Pack K9 Institute. Their award-winning facility provides the best living, training, daycare, and grooming in the Lehigh Valley. Trust professionals at Leader of the Pack K9 Institute to care for your pet during your next trip, or even walk your dog while you're away with Leader of the Pack's live webcams. Join the pack at LOPCI.com or call 610-366-8282. Franchises are now available. Richmond Forest is the Lehigh Valley community, and it has been since 1955. From weddings to funerals to corporate events, Richmond Forest does it all. Whether you know exactly what you want or you're in need of some creative magic, Richmond's talented creative staff is ready to help you create the funeral arrangement of your dreams. Give them a call today at 610-367-5588 or visit their website at richmondforest.com. Richmond Forest is a proud sponsor of the Lehigh Valley IronPigs, NASCAR, and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms.
You're listening to the Iron Pigs Radio Network.
Top of the 7th, Iron Pigs still down 4-0. Bisons will carry their no-hitter to the final third of this ballgame. Don't know what happened the end of the 6th, but Christian Cairo at first, maybe he thought the Felix Reyes pop fly was going to drop. Maybe he thought that there was 2 outs. In either case, he's standing at third when Daz Cameron catches the ball on the line in right. So he's doubled off at first. We go to the 7th. Grant Holman takes over for the Pigs in place of Lou Trevino. Throws a 1-2-3-6 in his first rehab appearance. Holman's first pitch splitter is down and away to Daz Cameron, leading it off in the top of the 7th. Cameron 0 for 3. Open stance from the right side. Holman delivers home. A fastball just down and away. Rain continuing to fall here in Allentown. It is the sternest rain that we've seen at this point in the night. Holman set of the belt. Big righty comes home. Cameron, a hard ground ball up the middle. That's going to sneak into center field for a base hit. Cameron now 1 for 4. It's a leadoff base runner again for Buffalo. The 5th leadoff base runner that they've gotten today. Brings up Jesus Sanchez. Sanchez with a pair of hits. Singled in the 1st and 3rd. Grounded out to 3rd back in the 5th. Cameron can run a little bit over at first. He's already 4 for 5 stealing bases for Buffalo. This is just his 9th game. First pitch fastball from Holman is at the knees to Sanchez. 0-1. Holman, no record for the Pigs with a 5.74 ERA, 18 strikeouts, 6 walks, making his 13th appearance of the year. Tall righty, 6'6", 250. Runner goes, the pitch home. Sanchez swings and misses. Throw to second is late. Stolen base for Daz Cameron. It's his 5th. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out, and it's 0-2 on Jesus Sanchez. Bisons 4 runs today on 11 hits. All 4 runs have come on Willie McIver homers. 0-2, and it drills Sanchez in the back. Just a splitter that gets away from Holman here, and Sanchez no worse the wear, thankfully. And some right in the middle of the back. Actually got him below the back, right on the right buttocks. Hope you've been doing your squats, Jesus. 2 on, nobody out. Brings up Charles McAdoo. Been on base twice, a walk, single, also a strikeout. And Holman asks McIntosh to go through the signs again. Comes set, looks back at second base. Short lead for Cameron, first one home. McAdoo pops it up. On the infield, up the first base side. Holman off the mound, is ready to get under it, but Anthony will call him off from first. Make the catch. First out of the 7th on the infield fly. Brings up Sean Keys. Keys 0 for 3, a strikeout in the 1st. Grounded into a double play to end the 3rd. And grounded out to first his last time. Holman from the belt, 2 on, 1 out. 4-0 Bisons in the 7th. First pitch fastball, a hair off the plate. A lot of people might be tuning into this game in lieu of whatever Phillies game would have been tonight. Phillies, though, playing a day game in Miami to wrap up their series. 1-0 pitch, down and in, ball 2. Phillies swept by the Marlins, blowing a 6-0 lead, 8-6 winner for Miami. Seth Johnson, Jonathan Bolden can't hold the lead for Jesus Luzardo. Early 6-0 lead wasted. Phils have lost 9 of 12 now coming out of the break, including 8 of their last 10. 2-0 pitch, Keys way out in front. Swings through a splitter. 2 balls and a strike. Certainly the lowest point the Phillies have faced since Don Mattingly took over as manager. A lot of questions, more questions than I think anybody anticipated. 2-1, Keys takes in the dirt, bounces off the catcher McIntosh to the backstop. Be a wild pitch, over to third goes Cameron. Sanchez up to second base. 3-1 on Keys, and just doesn't seem like Holman's got a feel for the splitter right now, which I don't blame him. How hard the rain has been falling, trying to get any sort of semblance of tack from the middle of your fingers on the sides to the baseball. It's going to be a real challenge. Infield comes in. We'll play to the pull side for the lefty. The 3-1. It's bounced again. McIntosh has it squared off of him to the backstop again. Coming in to score from third, Cameron. Sanchez will take third. And Keys aboard at first on what was ball 4 there. Wild pitch scores Taz Cameron. Second straight wild pitch, and it's now 5-0 Bisons in the top of the 7th. And Pigs pitching coach Phil Kandari going to make a trip out to the mound and try to help Holman out here. Or I'm not even sure it's so much an issue of mechanics or anything like that, but just in these conditions, trying to rip off the splitter like Holman so used to doing here. Trying to figure that out is a humongous challenge. First and third, 1 out. Brings up Willie McIver here. McIver having himself a career day. 3 for 3, 3 homers, 4 RBIs. Somehow, McIver has only come up to the plate with a runner on once, despite Buffalo having now 11 hits. Colby Allard just could not figure him out. Only 3 mistakes Colby really made in the game. The only ones that got punished, at least, were the ones that McIver hit over the walls. First pitch coming home, swing and a miss. Slider down and away. Got him chasing. McIver now 17 for 38 this year against the IronPigs. He has had a full-on season. He can make a career out of facing the IronPigs. Right-handed hitter, hands held high. The 0-1, check swing. Slider on the outside corner. It's 0-2. It's the 12th 3-homer game in Buffalo Bison's modern history. 11th different player, 7th time it's come on the road. First and third, 1 out. Holman at the ready, the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and away, struck him out. Holman extracts some revenge for Colby Allard. Strikes out McIver, the second out of the 7th. Buffalo getting the next arm loose out in their bullpen. It's a southpaw getting up here. Either Chapin Coleman or Brendan Salucci. Hitters Eloy Jimenez. Doubled twice. 2 for 3. 5-0 Bisons in the 7th. 2 on, 1 out. First pitch fastball. Whittles the bottom of the strike zone. Jimenez an open stance from the right side of the plate. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Slider spun it down low. Jimenez chased after it. 0-2. One run in for the Bisons in the 7th on a wild pitch. Holman trying to limit it to just that. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Good slider down. Gets Jimenez chasing. And Holman bounces back with back-to-back strikeouts to strand runners at the corner. But a run does score on the wild pitch. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch. Now 5-0 Buffalo here on the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
From the Phillipsburg Easton Honda Studios, this is Fox Sports Radio. Clinton Acura and Phillipsburg Easton Honda, 2 trusted names, 1 goal, 5-star customer service.
Crank the AC, flip the pillow, still can't cool down? There's a better way. Right now at Ashley's Summer Savings Event, shop cooling mattresses starting at just $6.99. Waking up with aches and pains? Get Ashley Sleep Adjustable Bases, now $300 off. Plus, you can snooze now and pay later with no interest for 5 full years when you shop in-store. Only at Ashley's Summer Savings Event, going on now. Shop more summer deals in-store and at ashley.com.
Want to know what's happening in the Lehigh Valley? Tune in to Around the Valley with Mike Raymond, presented by Phillipsburg Easton Honda, Saturday mornings at 9 on Fox Sports Radio. Mike will cover the Lehigh Valley sports scene and more, from high school, college, and pro sports to local festivals and community events. Find out what's happening on Around the Valley with Mike Raymond, presented by Phillipsburg Easton Honda, Saturday mornings at 9 on Fox Sports Radio. Clinton Acura and Phillipsburg Easton Honda, 2 trusted names, 1 goal, 5-star customer service.
We're celebrating 25 years of covering Lehigh Valley sports. Brought to you by Lincoln Tech. Build the skills to start your career. Visit lincolntech.edu. Moments like Durham High School's Andre Reed being inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2014. Covering the biggest moments in Lehigh Valley sports sports for 25 years. This is Fox Sports Radio, 94.7 FM and 12:30 a.m. in Easton.
You're listening to Iron Pigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. On Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m. and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Hope you got a good stretch in. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Iron Pigs down now 5-0. More important story here is where the 0 in the hit column for the Pigs is, and it's there no longer. First pitch to Keaton Anthony, clobbered. Deep left center, it's gone. First pitch of the 7th. Keaton Anthony ends not just the no-hit bid, but the shutout bid in one fell swoop. Solo homer out to left center, his 6th of the season, and it's a 5-1 game here in the bottom of the 7th. Some juice to the ballpark now as Pat Gallagher out for a 3rd inning of work. His first pitch, the 7th, is a mistake. Out to left center, Keaton Anthony, 105 off the bat. Gets the Pigs their first run and hit on one swing. First pitch to Tommy Phams, breaking ball at the knees. Pham 0 for 2. Anthony, who had hit the ball hard his first 2 times up, just turns on that one. Now 5-1, bottom of the 7th. 0-1, this is down to dirt. Bisons do have a lefty loosening out in the bullpen. I would have figured Gallagher would be done after 2 innings. It's not like the Pigs have any lefties outside of Robert Moore in the 9 spot that they could be getting a lefty up for anyways. Pham swings the 1-1 and grounds it to the backstop. Max Lazar getting it loose out in the Pigs bullpen. He'll be next when we go to the top of the 8th. 1-2 on Tommy Pham. 5-1 Buffalo, bottom of the 7th. Gallagher's 1-2, swing and a miss. Change up down and away. Pham down on strikes the 2nd time. 3rd strikeout for Gallagher in relief. Lazaro Estrada win the first 4 today for Buffalo, did not allow a hit. Gallagher the first 2 hitless. First batter of the 7th says, I want 1 hit and I want 1 run. 1 out, nobody on for Otto Kemp. 0 for 1 today, strikeout and a walk. First pitch home, Gallagher misses down and away with a curveball. Pigs come into this one winners 3 of their last 4 in Indianapolis. 1-0 home, fastball inside, almost hits Otto on the back leg. Came after the Pigs, lost the first 5 coming out of the All-Star. 2-0 pitch. Fastball inside black. Although Adler did give up 4 runs here today, he did cover 5 innings yet again, which makes yet another start for the Pigs. 6 of their last 7 starts, in fact, that their starter has covered at least 5 innings now. 2-1. Down below the kneecaps, 3 balls and a strike. Gallagher has walked 1, given up 1 run on 1 hit, also 1 reaching on an error. (3-1) coming home. Otto grounds it to the backstop. Three and 2 on Otto Kemp. Pigs down 4, bottom 7. Gallagher the payoff. Down and away. Kemp lays off. Base on balls. Kemp take first. Dylan Moore coming up. And Casey Candale out of the dugout for Buffalo. Bison's manager very quickly points out to the bullpen. We're going to get a pitching change here as a southpaw will come on to face Dylan Moore. Gallagher 2 and 3rd out of the bullpen, gives up the first run and hit for the Bisons today. And Buffalo back to the bullpen will bring in a southpaw. Got a pitching change, go ahead, take a break, be back in 60 seconds. Here are the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
This is The Herd.
You got to be consistent.
With Colin Cowherd.
My check. Is Messi the best male athlete of all time? Well, no, he's not. He's not the best athlete. I mean, Tom Brady is the most productive, accomplished football player, and has never been close to the best athlete, maybe even in high school on his own team. Jokic's been the best NBA player for most of the last decade. He's not the most athletic guy on the Denver Nuggets. Was Tiger Woods a great athlete? It's interesting. I mean, Messi is 5'7", 150 pounds. I mean, there are rides at Disneyland. You got to check twice to see if you can be honest about it. I mean, he's a small guy. Is he a great athlete? We always do this. We have trouble separating. Most athletic means you can jump out of the gym. Best athlete, there's a lot of stuff that quantifies that.
This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Wow. Weekdays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific.
This is Fox Sports Radio, WEEX Easton, WOTE HD2 Easton, and W234AX Allentown, a Cumulus media station.
Still in the bottom of the seventh, IronPigs had broken up the no-hit bid and shutout bid for Buffalo. Keaton Anthony. Solo shot gets the Pigs on the board. Now an Otto Kemp walk has chased Pat Gallagher out of this ball game. Gallagher done after 2 1/3 will be replaced by Javin Coleman on this Lehigh Valley chimney. Called bullpen, keeping the Valley safe. One chimney at a time. So Coleman replaces Gallagher, 2 1/3, 1 hit, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Still responsible for the runner over at first. Coleman, the first time the Pigs will see him this year, just brought up from AA New Hampshire. Left-handed pitcher, 6'2", 200-pound lefty. Originally a 16th round pick of the Dodgers in 2023 out of LSU. So far, 3 appearances for the Bisons. First pitch home to Dylan Moore is in for a strike. First 3 innings, given up 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Dylan Moore, 0 for 2, 0-1, in for a strike. Fastball at the knees. Coleman, 6'2", 200-pound lefty. Kemp at first, Pigs down for bottom of the 7th. 0-2, swing and a miss. Fastball up out of the zone, Moore chases it. 3 pitches, see you later. 2 outs and a man at first for Carter Kieboom. Kieboom had a weird game on Sundays. The Pigs won 9-8, 5 Indianapolis errors helping them out. And Kieboom, without a hit, managed to drive in a pair of runs. Something you don't see every day. The 25th time in franchise history the Pigs have ever had a player drive in multiple runs without the benefit of a hit. And now a pitch clock violation is going to be called on Coleman for coming set too quick, on Kieboom not allowing eye contact. So it's 1-0 on Kieboom. Kemp at first, Coleman the 1-0. Kieboom swings and misses. Coleman began the year with AA New Hampshire. Spent a month on the 7-day IL, returning on June the 9th. He was 1-1 with a 2.88 ERA for New Hampshire at the time of his promotion. 1-1, change-up, cut on and missed. 1-2. Kemp at first, the 1-2. Kieboom off the hands, fouls it back. One-two. Fastball sails up high. 5-1 Buffalo. Bisons with homers from McIver in the 2nd, 4th, and 5th. 2-2. Carter fouls it back. Kemp leads at first. Jimenez holds him on. The 2-2 again. Change-up slips out of Coleman's hand, up and away, full count. Kemp will have the head jump at first. Jimenez still holds him on here. Coleman, red glove, side of the belt. The 3-2. Down low. Ball 4. Keyboom walks. Puts 2 on with 2 out for Paul McIntosh. So you can imagine with not getting their first hit until the 7th, the Pigs have not had many chances with the runner in scoring position. This is their first at-bat with a runner in scoring position tonight. Contrast that with Buffalo, who is 2 for 12 this evening. First pitch to McIntosh. Paul takes up and in. Paul struck out in the 3rd, grounded out, too short to end the 5th. It's a good week in Indianapolis for McIntosh, a good road trip in general. Got a lot of playing time, capitalized on it. 1-0 in for a strike, and McIntosh almost looked like he was going to challenge that, but held off. McIntosh 7 for 21 on the road trip with 3 doubles. Now hitting .267 on the year. 1-1, gets under it, a pop-up towards the Bisons' dugout. McIver, Jimenez giving chase, sits into the seats. 3 rows deep, and a fan makes a nice catch. One-handed on a bounce. One and 2 on McIntosh. First AB of the day for the Pigs with a runner in scoring position, down 4 in the 7th. Javon Coleman out of the bullpen deals. Paul lines it foul. Up above the suites and into the parking lot. Try another 1-2 to McIntosh. Kemp at second, Keyboom at first, Coleman to the plate. Paul swings and drills it deep left center field. Sanchez on the run, it's over his head. Off the base of the left center field fence. Kemp comes in to score. Here comes Keyboom to the plate. The relay is late. 2-run double, Paul McIntosh. And the Pigs back into this ball game on just their 2nd hit of the game. It's 5-3 here in the last of the 7th. Paul McIntosh comes through again. What has been a stellar second half for McIntosh, he continues to be a clutch player for the IronPigs. Mound visit as the Bisons pitching coach Drew Hayes makes a trip on out there. Paul drives in a pair. McIntosh's 14th double, now 27 RBIs in the year, and all of a sudden, the tying run is at the plate. Closes the book, by the way, on Pat Gallagher. He's charged with 2 runs here in the inning. First pitch to Robert Moore. He takes it for ball 1. Good job by Keyboom as well, scoring all the way from first on that. Ball out to left center, the deepest part of the yard. 1-0 pitch. Moore swings, gets way under it, a sky-high pop-up. Right side of the infield, second baseman McAdoo calling for it, stuttering his feet, able to get under it. Makes the catch, and the inning is over. The Pigs made this a ball game, scored 3 times in the 7th. Able to kick out the shutout and the no-hit bid, and we're on to the 8th. It's 5-3 Buffalo now. Here are the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Can we cut all that? That's not going to convince anyone. Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news, some were skeptical. And none of this noise is going to convince you that Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste, because the only thing that'll make you believe that is trying it yourself. And lasers! No, no lasers. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
And time for scoreboard update brought to you by Ashley. Earlier today, the Philadelphia Phillies fell to the Miami Marlins 8-6. The Phillies now 57-52. The Marlins back above 500 at 55 and 54. In the International League, bottom of the 8th inning, Louisville over Indianapolis 4-3. End of the 6th, Columbus 9, Toledo 1. In the top of the 5th inning, 9-3 with Charlotte leading Nashville. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, Gwinnett leads Durham by a score of 4-0 in Game 2 of a doubleheader. Gwinnett took Game 1 7-3. Earlier today, St. Paul defeated Omaha 4-3. Scranton Wilkes-Barre over Iowa 4-3. Worcester defeats Norfolk 6-2. And Syracuse and Rochester, along with Memphis and Jacksonville, postponed due to rain. As we enter into the top of the 8th inning, Iron Pigs trailing the Buffalo Bisons 5-3. Here's Sam Jonah.
Thank you, Connor. Like you said, go to the top of the 8th. Iron Pigs made this ball game. It's now 5-3 as we go to the top of the 8th. Iron Pigs looking to keep this now a 2-run game after a Paul McIntosh 2-run double and Keaton Anthony solo homer bring the Pigs to within 2 here. So pitching change for the Pigs. Max Lazard takes over for Grant Holman. Holman gives up 1 run in the 7th on the wild pitch. Max Lazard, first time back at home for Max in a while, as he was optioned back to the Iron Pigs last week. He did not appear in Indianapolis as he was unable to join the team, having been optioned, took the 72 hours, and rejoins the Pigs here today back at home. Lazard 3-1 with the Pigs this year, 3.93 ERA. Max making his 16th appearance of the year for the Pigs. First pitch on its way to Will Simonites, grounded up the middle. Shortstop Moore to his left has it, throws off one leg. Got Simonite at first. 1 pitch, 1 out here to begin the top of the 8th. Lazar had been recalled by the Phillies on July the 7th, optioned back July the 25th. Second time this year that he had been recalled in options. First pitch home to Josh Rivera is down the knees. Max 6'1", 200-pound righty. Four-seam fastball, cutter, knuckle curve, and splits. Into his windup, 0-1. Fastball, or splitter rather, dives down and in. A ball and strike. Max has been using that splitter far more frequently than he almost ever has. I think it's a pitch that he can build on a good deal, use it even more. 1-1. Fastball just below the knee, so McIntosh is going to challenge this. I agree with Paul here. I thought that might have gotten bombed in the strike zone. Paul has done a marvelous job at challenging here today. And upon review, he's gotten another one. Even some of the crowd starting to get on Robert Ginther here, who has had a number of challenges overturned on him now. That is the 3rd that McIntosh has gotten correct. He is 3 for 4 today. The Pigs have had 6 calls overturned. 1-2, fouled back. Rivera, the hitter, he's 0 for 3 today with a pair of strikeouts. Also, the Bisons have had 1 overturned, so we've had 7 in total. Tanner Andrews is throwing the bullpen for the Bisons. He'll come on for the bomb the 8th. 1-2. Fastball, called strike 3. Cutter chisels the outside black. Lazar gets Rivera looking. 2 away in the 8th. Rain still falling in Allentown. It has been a consistent rain. It's just been meddlesome for the past hour and a half. Played through it. Pigs trying to make it worth the while here. Top of the order. Batter Rudy Martin shows bunt first pitch and takes a cutter down the dirt. Martin had himself a good game. He's 2 for 3. Single the walk, another single, also a stolen base. 1-0 pitch, fouled back. Martin kicks the dirt out of his spikes, the barrel of his bat. Back into the box. From the left side, slightly open stance. The 1-1. Knuckle curve up and away. Two one. Fastball nails the outside corner. 2-2. Martin calls time, steps out. 5-3 Buffalo, top of the 8th. Lazar, the 2-2. Martin, a weak tapper to the backs. Two balls, two strikes, 2 outs. Lazar deals. Fastball just an inch or two off the plate. Three and 2 on Rudy Martin. Daz Cameron on deck. Bisons 5 runs, 11 hits. Pigs 3 runs on just 2 hits. The 3-2, called strike 3, and Martin, he's going to challenge. Thinks that might have been low, maybe off the plate, and yeah, he has got a point. That was just a little below the knees, and upon review, the call in the field is overturned. So Martin gets the challenge right. Bisons will have one left as that missed about 2 inches down low. Tough day behind the plate for Robert Ginther here. Because again, ultimately the call does end up being corrected, but it's the process of Lazar thinks he's got the strikeout, the Pigs come walking off the field. You'd prefer to avoid that. Runner at first, batter Daz Cameron, throw over to first, and Martin dives back. Martin, of course, a threat to run, a stolen base already here today. This is second with Buffalo. Cameron from the right side, Lazar first base side of the mound, hands held high, short a leg kick, the pitch home. Fastball just below the knees. Martin's running, pitches in the dirt, it skips by McIntosh. Martin slid into second base. McIntosh races to the backstop, corrals the baseball, and it'll be a stolen base for Martin. Had he not slid into second base, Martin could have easily made it to third. Two 2-0 on Daz Cameron. Lazar to the plate. It's downstairs. Three 3-0 on Daz Cameron. Lazar's already walked Martin with 2 outs. And the 3-0 pitch. It's up high, ball 4. It's another walk. 2 on, 2 out. You're going to get a pinch hitter here. Jesus Sanchez's day is done, and it'll be instead Ismael Munguia popping up off the bench for the Major League Rehabber. So Sanchez takes his 4 plate appearances here today. Sanchez finishes 2 for 3, hit by a pitch his last time up.
Now, pitch hit for the Bisons, number 7, Ismael Munguia.
So Munguia hitting .330 in limited time for Buffalo. 29th game, 5 doubles, 2 homers. He's driven in 8. Saw a lot of him last year when he was with Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Left-handed hitter, 2 on, 2 outs. Rain still falling steadily. Lazar comes home. Rips off a good knuckle curve, but it's just a little bit downstairs. Martin's dancing pretty heavily from second base. Cameron at first has really good speed on the bases. I think if they want to put on a double steal, I don't think the Pigs would contest it here. I don't think it'd be worth them trying to throw him out. 1-0, cut on and missed. Cutter downstairs. I think it's in Lazar's best interest to just focus on the hitter for the moment. 5-3 Bisons, top of the 8th. Lazar's 1-1. Mungia, short ground ball out towards second base. Charging Moore, backhand throw to first in time. Moore gets a good angle to submarine it over to first in time to get Mungia. And it's the final out here of the top of the 8th as Buffalo strands to a board. We go bottom 8. It's 5-3 Bisons here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Summer is heating up, and so are the deals. Right now at Ashley, discover summer steals with show-stopping pieces for every room in your home, starting at just $3.99. And for a limited time, pay no interest for 5 full years. That's this 7-piece power reclining sectional with shades, now only $67 a month. Upgrade every room, elevate every moment. Only at Ashley's summer savings event, going on now. Shop more summer deals in-store or at ashley.com.
Regal Insurance is your one-stop insurance shop on William Penn Highway in Easton. For over 80 years, Regal Insurance is the trusted local insurance agency that puts their customers first. For auto, home, life, and small business insurance, Regal is the name to trust.
Hi, this is Jim Regal of Regal Insurance. We've been a part of your community since 1936. Call us for a free quote at 610-258-7216. Visit RegalINS.com. Regal Insurance. Real people, real coverage.
Football season is coming, and the happy hour is counting down the days. Tune in every day at 4:45 as we play a college fight song and one listener's quiz about the team of the day. Get at least 3 of the 4 questions correct and win a prize. Get all 4, and you're entered to win the grand prize. $200 in gift cards to be given away when the countdown ends. Tune into the happy hour weekdays at 4:45 for the countdown to football on Fox Sports Radio, 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m. and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
You're listening to Iron Pigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. On Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m. and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Bottom of the 8th, Iron Pigs still trail by 2 as Max Lazar manages to strand a pair of board for 2 two-out walks in the top of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th, Iron Pigs. You see Tanner Andrews in the mound now for Buffalo on this Lehigh Valley Chimney visiting pitching change. Lehigh Valley Chimney keeping the Valley safe, 1 chimney at a time. Tanner Andrews replaces Javin Coleman. Coleman got the final 2 outs of the 7th, gave up 1 run on 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. First pitch to Christian Cairo. He swings and misses, no balls and a strike. Andrews, right-handed pitcher, 6'3", 220. He is 4-0 this year for the Bisons with a 1.56 ERA, making his 31st appearance. 0-1. Cairo foul tips it at the plate. 0-2. Andrews 9 for 9 in save chances. I don't know if this will be a two inning save for him. But against the top of the order, Casey Candell electing to deploy his best bullpen weapon. Andrews 39 strikeouts, 24 walks, only 21 hits. Going 2 on Cairo, walked his last time up. Pigs were no hit through the first 6. Andrews, first base side of the rubber, big tall righty, 6'3", 220. The 0-2, down the dirt with a split. Andrews uses that split predominantly, 44% of the time, 28% fastball. That's in the low 90s at 93, slider at 26%. Wind to the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Splitter falls off the table, down and away. Cairo chases. 1 away to begin the bottom of the 8th. Brings up Felix Reyes. Reyes 0 for 3 here in this. 5-3 Bisons, bottom 8. 1 out, bases clear. First pitch, Reyes, a hard ground ball back through the box. Into center for a base hit. Hanging slider. Reyes all over it. Shoots it back through the middle. And the Pigs will bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Keaton Anthony, who homered his last time up. Keaton broke both the no-hit bid and the shutout bid on the very first pitch of the 7th. Clobbered one out to left center. His 6th of the season. He can tie it now with his 7th, or with his 8th and 2nd of the day. Bisons 5 runs, 11 hits. Pigs 3 runs, 3 hits. First pitch on the way. Slider is down and away. Andrews has given up just 2 runs over his past 5 outings. 8 strikeouts, only 2 hits, 3 walks. Crossfire set from the third base side from the belt. 1-0. Splitter in the dirt. Briefly gets away from McIver, but Reyes not going anywhere. Looks like Alex McFarland throwing out in the IronPigs bullpen. Make his Pigs debut. We go to the 9th. Pitch home. Heater at the knees. Andrews back into the count on Anthony. 2 balls and a strike. Rain still falling from the heavens. Everybody's soaked, damp, and dripping. 2-1. Anthony fouls it off his foot. 2-2. Pigs trying to make it worth everybody's while, though. Series opener here on Wednesday. Pigs will play a doubleheader tomorrow. 5:05 first pitch, and then back to our regularly scheduled series on Friday. 2-2 on Keaton Anthony. Infield at double play depth. Reyes leads from first, and Anthony calls time. Steps out. Andrews leans in for the sign. Ball behind his back. Now straightens up at the belts. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Same pitch that Cairo chased. Anthony can't lay off. And that splitter just disappears down and away. Looks like a fastball at the knees outside corner. And then whoop, just straight out. Two outs, tying run still at the plate with Reyes at first and Tommy Pham hits 0 for 3 today. 16 game on base streak and some peril here. First pitch home and peril no more. Line drive right center. That's down for a base hit. Up the alley it goes. Right fielder Cameron cuts it off. Reyes on his way to third. He'll be held there as Pham into second with a 2-base hit. It's a double for Tommy Pham, and the Pigs have the tying run in scoring position. Simple piece of hitting by Tommy, goes the other way, up the alley. Tank not going to take the chance to send Reyes, as McAdoo had the ball, the cutoff man, by the time Reyes was hitting third. Would have been a dead duck at the plate. Mound visit, though, for McIver to talk with Andrews and Otto Kemp coming up. I think this will be a steady diet of splitters down and away. Base hit ties this for the IronPigs. It's one of the tough things about the rain for the past hour or so is any ball to the outfield, any base hit, when the outfielder picks it up, trying to grip that baseball is going to be impossible. It's going to be so unbelievably wet and slick. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position in the 8th. First pitch to Kemp. Swing and a miss. Slider. Down and away. I don't think Andrews is going to leave that spot. Otto is 0 for 1. He's walked twice. Pigs down 5-3, bottom 8. Tying run at second. Strike 1 pitch. Splitter down and away. Otto plays off. Slowly accumulating data here. seeing how Andrews operates. Just like Paul McIntosh had to work hard to block some pitches from Grant Holtman, McIver's going to have to do the same thing for Buffalo. 1-1, swing and a miss. That's just a beautiful pitch by Andrews. Splitter that starts in the zone, ends up right below it. As a hitter, there's not really a whole lot you can do. You try to catch it, try to scoop it, but now Kemp's got a battle here. Tying run at second, the 1-2. Kemp with a bouncing ball back of third on the backhand. Keys has it. Long throw to first, 2 hops. It's late! Kemp beats it out. Coming in to score, Reyes Pham to third. It's an RBI infield single for Otto Kemp. It's a 1-run game. Looked like Keys had some trouble gripping the baseball. And with the slick ball, he tried to 2-hop it over to first, and Kemp just beat it out. Credit Kemp with the RBI. Reyes scores, Pham the tying run at third, and now Dylan Moore can try to tie this up. Infield to the pull side, 5-4 Bisons, bottom of the 8th. First pitch from Andrews, swing and a miss. Slider off the plate, Moore chases it. Wonder if there's a thought of putting Kemp in motion here. Does McIver feel solid enough grip? Throw down to second. 0-1. Check swing. Slider outside. Moore learns the lesson. Appeal to first. He held up. Carter Keyboom on deck. Moore 0 for 3 today. But in the month of July, he's hit about 350. 1-1 pitch. Down the dirt. Blocked by McIver. Runners stay put. Bison scored their most recent run in the 7th on a wild pitch. IronPigs rallying here with 2 outs in the 8th. Infield single by Kemp scores Reyes. Pham the tying run now at third base. 2-1 on Dylan Moore. From the belt, Andrews to the plate. Moore rolls it over, foul down the third base side. Count even at 2 apiece. Limited chances for the Pigs, but they've now gone 2 for 3 with runners in scoring position. Two and 2 on Dylan Moore. Kemp at first, Pham the tying run at third base. The 2-2, Kemp runs, Moore swings, it's a towering pop-up. Shallow left, shortstop Rivera out, Munguia, the left fielder, newly into the game for Sanchez. Gets under it, makes the catch, and the inning is over. The Pigs make it a 1-run game. Otto Kemp drives in a run with a infield hit, and we're on to the 9th. 5-4 Buffalo here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Hi, IronPigs fans. I'm Linda Gawardi. I work in human resources at Air Products. I live in Nazareth, Pennsylvania, and I'm proud to support MDA.
Air Products, working here, living here, giving here. Hi, IronPigs fans. I'm Nick Mitica. I work in hydrogen energy systems at Air Products. I live in Zionsville, and I'm proud to support community bike clubs.
Air Products, working here, living here, giving here. Chick-fil-A White is a proud sponsor of the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs. Download a whole new way to Chick-fil-A with the Chick-fil-A One app. Earn points towards rewards with every qualifying purchase and save time by ordering ahead. For
Top of the ninth. Got ourselves a one-run game now. It's the Bisons 5 and the IronPigs 4. IronPigs with 3 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. And it's a 5-4 ball game. It's a good spot for Alex McFarland to make his IronPigs debut. Not many guys make their Major League debut before their AAA debut, but hey, Alex McFarland's a special kind of pitcher. McFarland takes over for Max Lazar, throws a scoreless 8th, and now McFarland, the flame-throwing righty, comes in. Spent most of this year with AA Reading, where he, in 35 innings, has struck out 47, just 23 hits allowed, a 2.06 ERA. McFarland made his Major League debut with the Phillies last week, throwing a scoreless inning against the Los Angeles Dodgers. One of the Phillies' top prospects, McFarland, is a question for a long time this season when he was going to get to AAA. Personally, I thought it was going to be at about the beginning of June. For one reason or another, ends up being here at the end of July. Better late than never, though. Adds another weapon to the Pigs bullpen, maybe another weapon to the Phillies bullpen come later this season. McFarland, large right-handed pitcher, 6'3", 215 pounds, 4th round pick of the Phillies out of the University of Miami. First pitch home to Charles McAdoo is in for a strike. McFarland's first Major League hitter he faced was Shohei Ohtani. So McAdoo, quite a different character at the plate for his AAA debut. 0-1, sweeper, cut on and missed, 0-2. Rain falling, probably the heaviest it has now. Here tonight in the ball game, McFarland was getting some work done on the mound before the inning started to make sure it was to his liking, footing-wise. 0-2. Fastball at 100 is down low. McFarland, maybe others have said this before, but his delivery and demeanor on the mound just gives me very big Orion Kerkering vibes. 1-2. Sweeper in the dirt. 2-2. McFarland, originally born St. Thomas, the U.S. Virgin Islands, came stateside as he pursued baseball more seriously, playing high school baseball in Georgia. 2-2, swing and a miss. Sweeper down and away, gets McAdoo chasing. It's the first AAA strikeout for Alex McFarland. Save that baseball. Maybe. One out, nobody on for Sean Keys. McFarland did not collect his first Major League strike. He still got that to chase after. First pitch to Sean Keys. Sinker just down and in. McFarland was drafted by the Cardinals out of high school. Liked to go to college. Ended up at the University of Miami. 2022 4th round pick. 1-0 fastball. Down low again. Ball really does just jump out of McFarland's hand. It's not a full max effort, or at least visually max effort delivery on the mound. 2-0, down and in. 3 balls, no strikes. At the very least, it feels like McFarland mechanically and his body, his limbs, is very under his own control. Operates how he wants to coming to the plate. 3-0 on Sean Keys. Walked his last time up. 3-0, fastball down the middle. (3-1). Keys rips it on a line over the Bison's dugout, thankfully into the netting. Full count. Don't see too many times when a guy is full out so far in front of 99 like that. It's 113 off the bat. 3-2. Keys still out in front, but gets a piece of the slider. It hooks it foul over the camera well. When we go to the bottom of the ninth, it looks like it's still going to be Tanner Andrews on the mound for Buffalo, even after the shaky bottom of the 8th. He'll have 7, 8, and 9 due up. Wonder if the Pigs maybe go to the bench. See a Cam Meisner pinch hit appearance. Try another 3-2 here to Sean Keys. The payoff, called strike 3. Sweeper outside corner, got him looking. Alex McFarland, as advertised, back-to-back strikeouts here to begin the ninth. First pitch to Willie McIver. Sweeper at the knees for a strike. McIver 3 for 4 today. Driven in 4 of the 5 runs for the Bisons. 3-homer game. 0-1. Sinker is outside at 100. A ball and a strike. Even though there are so many guys now who do throw 100 miles an hour, it is still breathtaking to see triple digits pop up on the scoreboard. 1-1. Slider down low. 2 balls and a strike. Especially for McFarland, how heavy he is on the slider. McIver swings, lines it out to left. In comes Reyes. He can't catch it. Kind of knuckled on him, hits off the heel of his glove just above his thigh. It'll be an error on Reyes in left, although McIver scalded it. That's a ball that Felix has to catch. Coming in for it, had the body under control. What should have been a line out to end the ninth, instead ends up as an error. First error of the game for the Pigs. Now it's Eloy Jimenez to hit. 2 for 4, swings the first pitch, dribbles it foul off his foot. Jimenez open stance from the right side. The 0-1. Fastball yanked up and away. One, runner goes, breaking ball's a called strike. Throw to second, just late. And Willie McIver doing it all today. A 3-homer game and a stolen base. Now he's just showing off. 1-2 on Eloy Jimenez. The pitch. Jimenez a bouncer over to first. Oh, nice backhand scoop by Anthony on the short hop. Takes it to the bag himself. Retires Jimenez and strands McIver out at second base. We go bottom 9. Pigs need a run to tie it, 2 to win it. It's 5-4 Buffalo here in the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
The U.S. Soccer Podcast. My name is Megan Klingenberg, and after interviewing so many dudes during this Men's World Cup, I'm so happy to be back.
Logan O'Hoppe to the Rangers.
I just saw that. Him and Chase Silseth.
Myself, how I think about being an American, how I think about being
So the trade deadline has begun.
So it
And
begins.
we're going to talk about the brightest prospects in U.S. soccer. You ready? I'm ready. Let's do it.
The U.S. Soccer Podcast, presented by Henco. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
This is 2 Pros and a Cup of Joe.
Here it is. George Pickens is going to play the 2026 season on his $27.3 million franchise tag.
Is that the 3rd franchise O'Hoppe? Was he drafted by the Phillies, or did the Phillies acquire him
He
by
was
trade?
he was drafted by the Phillies.
Behaved. There was that curfew issue that took place in Vegas.
Oh, you know what? It was Darno that I...
Yeah. No, Darno was
Yeah.
also drafted by the
That
Phillies.
came out, but George
Yeah, but then he was traded to Toronto.
Yep.
And then
the Mets.
acquired on a trade by the Mets.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is a nice little paycheck for 1 year of service, and I think he's probably going to be elsewhere next year, because I can't imagine Dallas looks at this and says, we're going to pay and make our top 3 highest paid players our quarterback and 2 wide receivers. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
2 Pros, LeVar Arrington, Brady Quinn, and a Cup of Joe. Jonas Knox, 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Pacific on Fox Sports Radio. You're listening to Iron Pigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in
Last the ninth, last chance for the Iron Pigs in the middle of the rain, which still falls here in Allentown. They try to make this a rain-soaked adventure of a Wednesday evening, make it all worth the while. They trail 5-4 as we begin bottom of the ninth. Tanner Andrews is going to try for the 6-out save for Buffalo. He gave up a run in the 8th, but left the tying run over at third base and the go-ahead run at first. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Iron Pigs here. Keyboom, McIntosh, and then Robert Moore. Andrews, for third base side, winds and deals. First pitch to Keyboom, a slow roller out to shortstop. Charging Rivera, he gloves, throws in the run right on target to get Keyboom at first. And Carter on one pitch is the first out here to begin the bottom of the ninth. Bisons 5 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. Pigs 4, 5, and 1. Bisons no hit the Pigs through the first 6 innings. Pigs have their first hit on a Kean Anthony solo homer to begin the bottom of the 7th. Added 2 more in the frame on a Paul McIntosh 2-run double. And Paul coming to the plate now. Infield RBI single for Otto Kemp in the 8th made it a 1-run game. Paul swings the first pitch. He hits a ground ball to short. 3 hops. Rivera has it, comes up throwing to first, and Jimenez just keeps his toe in the bag to retire McIntosh. There's 2 away in the 9th, and we will get a pinch hitter for the Pigs. It's going to be Cameron Meisner. So Meisner making his Iron Pigs debut, trying to be the hero here. Meisner acquired via trade with the Kansas City Royals. Pigs saw Meisner in Omaha during the road trip. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Meisner with 14 homers with Omaha, including 1 against the Iron Pigs. Now time is going to be called as the Bisons pitching coach Drew Hayes goes to the mound to tell Andrews a little bit about Meisner here. Got to give the Pigs credit. Don't see too many times get no hit through 6, only to find a way to make a 1-run game when you trailed by 4. Meisner in his first at-bat as an Iron Pig. I don't think there have been too many Pigs in franchise history who have made their first at-bat a pinch hit appearance, let alone could Meisner have tied the game with a pinch hit homer? The last pinch hit home run for the Iron Pigs came last year. Was a Cal Stevenson pinch hit walk-off homer against the Norfolk Tides. Meisner, lanky left-handed hitter. Andrews into his wind, the first pitch. Meisner taking all the way, splitter is down the dirt. Meisner, first-round pick originally by the Marlins in 2019. Dealt from the Marlins to the Rays, from the Rays to the Royals, now the Royals to the Phillies. 1-0 pitch. Down and in, ball 2. As we always say with a new guy on the team, best way to make all your new teammates love you immediately, hit a dinger. Go yard and everybody loves you. 2-0 on Cameron Meisner. Andrews the pitch. Meisner out in front, swings through the split. Fastball counts. Down a run in the 9th with 2 outs. Might as well let it eat. Andrews staring in over his brown and black 2-tone glove. Has his side. 2-1. Meisner fouls it away. Pigs down to their final strike. 5-4 Bisons, bottom 9. The 2-2 just down and away. Meisner tracking it the whole time, able to just lay off. Three and 2 on Cameron Meisner, top of the order on deck. Meisner the tying run in the 9th. The payoff pitch. Meisner rolls over a grounder foul to the Bisons dugout. Rain still falling in Allentown. Pigs trying to tie it after being down 4. The 3-2. Meisner off the hands, a floater, shallow left, it's down. Munguia will play it back in. Meisner around first will hold up there. His first plate appearance as a Pig is a base hit, a pinch hit single. Puts the tying run aboard at first. And Meisner can run a little bit. He's got 14 stolen bases. Actually, overselling a little. Meisner 11 stolen bases. Christian Cairo, the hitter, 0 for 3 with the tying run now at first. Andrews crossfire set, short leg kick, first pitch, splitter down and away. Cairo with one walk-off winner earlier this season for the IronPigs. He doubled inside the bag at third to walk it off, scoring Tommy Pham from first base. That was against Columbus. 1-0 pitch. Down and away, slider missed again. Ball 2. Chase Lee's throwing out in the Buffalo bullpen with Andrews now at an even 30 pitches. Outfield is unbelievably deep for Cairo all the way around here. No doubles. Keys at third, even with the bag guarding the line. Jimenez holds on, Meisner at first. 2-0 pitch. Fastball inside, ball 3, but McIver's going to challenge this. Thinks it might have nibbled the corner, and yeah, this is going to get overturned. Another overturned call here. Bisons retain their last challenge. Second McIver challenge that he has gotten correct. The 8th or 9th challenge that has been correct today on Robert Ginther. Tying run at first, bomb the 9th. Christian Cairo hits with 2 outs. The 2-1, fastball inside, this time clearly off the plate. It's ball 3. Felix Reyes on deck, and I would guess that if Andrews can't get Cairo here, we'd see Chase Lee to face Reyes. Meisner short lead over at first. 3-1 pitch. Down and away, ball 4. Cairo walks his second of the day. The league leader in walks, garners another. Tying run in scoring position, winning run at first, and Felix Reyes coming to the plate. Third in the league in RBIs, leads the Pigs in just about every offensive category, and we'll see what Casey Candel's going to do for Buffalo. So visit on the mound right now for the infield. Eloy Jimenez over, as well as Willie McIver to chat with Andrews on the mound. Casey has not moved from the Buffalo dugout, and it looks like they're going to let Andrews face Reyes here. Felix 1 for 4, singled his last time up. Felix had a pretty rough road trip, only 1 long ball. Only had a couple of hits. Trying to come through in the clutch like he has all season long for the Pigs here in the 9th. Tying run at second, winning run at first. First pitch from Andrews. Splitter misses just down and in. Felix this year hitting .321 with runners in scoring position. It's just 3 for 22 last week in Indianapolis. 2 on, 2 out in the 9th. The 1-0 pitch. Reyes fouls it off his foot at the box. Man, that was a hanging splitter. That was a mistake. Andrews left it up just a little bit, and Reyes just a little over top. Pigs were no hit through 6. Scored their first runs in the 7th, made it a 1-run game in the 8th. Trying to complete the comeback in the 9th. The 1-1, Reyes with a weak bouncer over to third. Keys charging gloves, throws in the run to first, and it's just in time to get Reyes by a step, and the ball game is over. IronPigs threaten the 9th, but come up just short. The Bisons hold on to take the series opener to their final. It's Buffalo Bisons 5 and the Lehigh Valley IronPigs 4. We'll go ahead, take a break. Come back with totals and a recap next on the Staybird Suites, Allentown, Bethlehem Airport postgame show here at the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Thanks for listening to IronPigs Baseball. IronPigs Baseball is brought to you by naming rights partner Coca-Cola, presenting partner Capital Blue Rocks, and founding partners Air Products, Service Electric, Lehigh Valley Health Network, a part of Jefferson Health, Ebron, The Morning Call, and WFNZ Channel 69 News. Now it's time for the Staybird Suites Allentown Bethlehem Airport postgame show with Sam Jelinek.
Welcome into the Staybird Suites, Allentown Bethlehem Airport post-game show. Sam Jelinek with you here from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. The IronPigs fall in the series opener to the Buffalo Bisons 5-4 in what turned out to be a really good ball game here tonight. At least the final 3 innings, as the Pigs no hit for the first 6. Able to rally late, but just can't get over the hump and fall 5-4 here in the opener to the Buffalo Bisons. Let's get you totals and a recap real quick before Connor Mills will have you for the rest of your Staybird Suites, Allentown Bethlehem Airport post-game show. Early on, this ball game got started late thanks to an impending shower that thankfully skirted the ballpark, but was dangerous enough to at least make us hold our breath and have first pitch after the 7 o'clock hour. It was the Willie McIver show early as Colby Allard danced around a lot of danger, but McIver was the only one who could really punish him. McIver homered off of Allard thrice. Solo shots to begin the 2nd and the 4th, and then a 2-run homer to cap it in the 5th. Colby finished 5 innings though, but Buffalo had a 4-0 early lead. Pigs, they couldn't get anything going offensively. No hit through the first 6 innings. Finally got on the board in the 7th, a solo homer for Keaton Anthony. It's followed by a 2-run double by Paul McIntosh to make it a 2-run game. In the 8th, with 2 outs, a Tommy Pham double put 2 in scoring position. Otto Kemp legged down an infield single to drive in a run, but the Pigs left the tying run at third base, which would be a theme late. In the 9th, IronPigs rallied with 2 outs. Cam Meisner pinch hit. Single off the bench in his first IronPigs plate appearance was followed by a walk by Christian Cairo to bring Felix Reyes to the plate with the tying run in scoring position again and the winning run at first. But the Pigs ended up seeing Reyes ground out to third to end the ball game, and the Bisons held on for the series opening victory. The final, Bisons 5 and the IronPigs 4. For Buffalo, final line score here, it's the Bisons 5 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. They leave 11 on base. For the Pigs, 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They leave 7 on base. The winning pitcher is Pat Gallagher. Gallagher now 3-3. Gallagher was the second arm in relief for Buffalo. 2 1/3 innings, 2 runs, 1 hit, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Colby Allard takes the loss for the Pigs. He's now 2-3. Allard, 5 innings of work, 4 runs on 10 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Tanner Andrews gets the 2-inning save as he gives up just 1 run over 2 innings of work, 4 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. It's his 10th save of the season. Started tonight's game at 7:06, a delay of 21 minutes. So we finished at 9:50 for a time of game, 2 hours and 44 minutes, in front of 6,560 here on Wednesday night at Coca-Cola Park. With the loss, the Pigs fall to 13-15 on the season, or in the second half, now 48-55 overall, while Buffalo, they improved to 15-13 in the second half, 50-53 overall. Pigs will try to even the series and maybe take a series lead tomorrow, as we have 2 games, not just 1, but 2 games on Thursday for you, as that'll be the next time that I talk to you. It'll be a 5:05 first pitch for our twin Bill tomorrow. Chuck King versus Richard Gallardo in Game 1, then Drake Fellows and Grant Rogers in Game 2. First pitch for our doubleheader tomorrow is at 5:05, with Game 2 to come about 40 minutes after the completion of Game 1. That'll be the next time that I talk to you, so about do it for my portion of the broadcast here on Wednesday night. As always, big thanks from me to you for making us a part of your Wednesday evening. Big thanks to Connor Mills back in the studio, keeping me company here for this one. A big thanks, as always, to our partners who make IronPigs Baseball possible. Our naming rights partner, Coca-Cola, presenting partner, Capital Blue Cross, and founding partners, Air Products, Service Electric, Lehigh Valley Health Network, a part of Jefferson Health, B-Braun, The Morning Call, and WFMZ Channel 69 News. I'll talk to you tomorrow for 2 games in 1 as the Pigs play a doubleheader against the Bisons after losing today 5-4 in the series opener. Until tomorrow, in 14 innings, hopefully, of fun baseball for the Pigs and Buffalo, I've been Sam Jelinek. As always, thanks so much for listening. Your final is the Bisons 5 and the IronPigs 4. Connor Mills has you the rest of the way on the Staybird Suites, Allentown, Bethlehem Airport postgame show here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
If you are looking for retirement living that includes
Good stuff,
all
Connor.
of your home maintenance,
You as well.
I'll talk to you Sunday.
Look at mornings.
I'll see you Sunday or Saturday. I don't know what Jack wants to do. But
Okay, well, till then.
till then.
See ya.
Take care.
You have every